And away we go on the Krueg Show meets the John Lund Experience. Hello, everybody. Bottom of the pint. We're getting it rolling. Friday night. I know. We missed the top of the first. Blame me. I was out of beer. What can I say? You can't do a bottom of the pint with no beer. Come on. Always plan ahead. See, I was a Cub Scout, never a Boy Scout, but we'll talk about that straight ahead. All right, welcome. Bottom of the pint. The Krueg Show meets John Lund on a Friday. Summertime. Giants in Toronto. First game after the break. Verlander on the bump. 0-0. Tell the band, sit it out. All right. Sit down, guys. We'll pay you $200 to get out of here.
Tell the band.
Tell the band to shut up.
That's like an award show. Get out. Let the band starts playing.
The hook. Get the hook.
Yeah,
no, but thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krueg Show. Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. Check it out. They're in Emeryville. They're in Corte Madera. They're open 7 days a week, and it's great. They have brisket. They have brisket chili. They have chicken, ribs. Damon and Mary, they work at it. They got a great restaurant. I'll tell you, if you ever started a restaurant, you really do have to work at it. It's like really, it's not one of those businesses you can just be like, yeah, I just snap my fingers and it's just, I'm rich and it's awesome and it's great. No, it's like you're working. It's a grind. These people work hard, and they put out an amazing product. And Corte Madera has benefited from their presence for sure, and so has Emeryville. So check it out. Great barbecue if you're in Northern California. I know a lot of you guys are Niner fans or Giant fans, and you come into the Bay from time to time. Check them out. Pig and a Pickle, the best barbecue in all of Northern California. I'm also trying to look for the rest of my ad sheets. I don't have them in front of me, so we'll have to talk about the rest. We're brought to you by Claudaddy Arcades. Claudaddy is probably in the house. Claudaddy, good to see you. Thanks for sponsoring the Krueg Show. Bottom of the pint. Giants had a threat in the top of the first, and I was just getting everything going for the stream here and connecting with John, and I saw that Devers was up. Let me see what Devers did.
Nothing.
Devers has not done much.
No.
Okay, so Bassett against Verlander, and Bassett's good, by the way. I love Bassett. Yaz singled to right to start the game. Ramos singled to left. Yaz went to second. Devers grounded into the double play.
Yeah.
4-6-3.
He's been hills the line since he's been a Giant. Let's go.
And then Chapman grounded out to third. Well, I mean, here's the thing. He's got disc issues.
Yeah.
He's a little overweight. He's got a groin strain. I still think it's a great trade. There's no way I would ever go back and say, like Murph gave it an F the other day on the radio. God. I go, Murph, that's hyperbole. Come on. Okay, if you're giving a trade an F, what you're basically saying is I'd like to reverse the trade. And he's not saying that, so that's just hyperbole. You want Tibbs back? You want Hicks back? You want Harrison back? Harrison is going to be a seventh inning lefty reliever.
They put him in AAA at Worcester so that they could teach him more pitches so that he could be a starter. He had 2 pitches here. And I like Kyle Harrison. I'm not trying to rip the guy, but it's like, look, you're talking about when he gets going, and I know he just hit into a double play to kill the first inning, but when he gets going, he's a top 10 hitter in this league. Has he been? No, he's around the Mendoza line. You and I talk about this every single week. And the one rule we have is we're not going to be negative, but here's the bottom line. Bunch of hitters in the first half on this team. They were below what the back of their baseball card says they should be. So let me see. Is there something in common amongst all those players? Oh yeah. The hitting coach. Like at some point, a guy like Rafael Devers comes over who's kicking ass. Okay, all of a sudden he's around the Mendoza line. Willie Adames, for the majority of his career, has been a great hitter. He's hitting around the Mendoza line. Go on down the line. He's so bad that your first baseman has to be released. He gets picked up by the brother of the general manager. But Lamont Wade Jr. is hitting so bad they release the guy. He's hitting about 100. Like all these guys are not hitting to the back of their baseball card. What's the common denominator? The voice that they're hearing from the hitting coach. And both you and I love Pat Burrell. Like we've had him on our show a million times. I love Pat Burrell, man. Pat the Bat, awesome guy. But at some point, you know what it reminds me of, Krug? Brian Schneider last year. Like we're all sitting there going, dude, the special teams are atrocious. When are they going to fire this guy? And then they fire him, at the end of the season. Like you got Rafael Devers. You made your moves. Like they need to hear a different voice. It may not be his fault, but they need to hear a different voice, man. I mean, it's obvious.
Okay. I'm not big on coaching changes, but I hear you though. I hear you, and I'm not going to sit here and go, no, Pat Burrell is the best hitting coach in the big leagues.
Don't they have to just do something?
What do you think of this? What do you think of this? I'm with you.
Do something.
Dial up the heat. What do you think of this move? Okay, I know that everybody just calm down in the chat.
Oh, see, right. I just think you're gonna say something. Okay,
all right, everybody just relax in the chat. I can already see the chat starting to bubble.
Yeah, that's what we do on a Friday. Let's go.
Yeah. What do you think of this? It's a little dramatic, but you know what? I think there's some base in reasoning here. Mm-hmm. I think the Giants' problems are not only coaching related. I think they don't have enough good hitters. I think they need to add a bat or two in addition to making a change. And this is what I would do. Supposedly the talk is that Baltimore wants to move O'Hearn, and they also have Ramon Laureano.
And
they're out of it. They're going nowhere. And Giants have young pieces. Give them a couple young pieces. Get Laureano. Why? He's hot. Get a hot hitter. He can play center. He can play right. He's got a great arm. He's a right-handed hitter. Jung-Hoo Lee looks a little worn down, and Yaz is a bench player, and you're starting him in right field. You can't have a bench player in right field. So especially on a team where you have your one bat down because you're going with Bailey as a non-offense, defensive-only catcher, and he's your guy every day. You don't even have a good backup. So you're trying to beat the other team with 8 bats, and because you got Bailey, and then you've got Schmidt at second if he's healthy. Adames has got to get hot. Ramos, Lee. As I said, to me, you get O'Hearn and and you get that center, get that outfielder. And I just think Laureano would give you juice, right-handed bat. He's hot. And then this is going to sound dramatic, but I think it's the right move at the right time. I think I say goodbye to Pat Burrell and
I think that's got to happen.
And ask Barry Bonds to do it.
Ask
Barry Bonds to do it. Barry Bonds did it in Florida. He was good at it. Barry Bonds
doesn't want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to commit to it long term. Let's not commit to it long term. Let's go for it now. These guys need help now. We need some ignition now. I'm not saying cheap move for ticket sales. They don't need that. The place is, it's not about that. I actually believe that Barry Bonds can contribute a different mindset and freshen things up and give some pointers and add some. I think he really is genius as a hitter. I think his genius needs to be explored. I think they need to add a couple hitters, as I just said. O'Hearn was an all-star. Laureano's hot. I mean, that would be adding a lot. But if you could somehow give me O'Hearn and Laureano, and I think that you could get that deal done. I don't think that's a crazy deal. And then replace Burrell with Bonds. I think you've got some momentum to come home fast and then potentially make a run in October. That's how I'd play it. I'd keep the pitching. If I can find a lefty reliever, I'm looking for that too. But I'm basically looking to try to jumpstart this offense with a couple more bats.
Real quick, they got out of the first inning. Great play by Chapman, per usual, in going back to Toronto. We always reference him as an A, but did play in Toronto. But Bo Bichette, who, remember last year we were trying to get Bo Bichette, and he had a terrible year. 12 homers, 53 RBIs, and he's hitting 282. Bounces one to Chapman with runners on first and second and one out. Chapman steps on third, throws it to first. No problem. Double play, so they get out of the bottom of the first. Verlander 0-7, by the way, so very nice. I said this morning when I was doing it that they've always been, by the way, Adames leading off the second. They've always been, when they've been successful, pitching, defense, timely hitting. I do think that if they can get Devers going in the second half, they've got enough timely hitting. It's not great, but they have enough timely hitting. I think they need to get a third quality starter, and they need a left-handed arm to replace Miller. I think that's a killer in the bullpen. I'm seeing way too much. They released Scott Alexander today, thank God. I don't want to see that anymore, and we won't have to. I don't want to see Joe Lucchesi anymore from the left side. Stop.
Who do you want? I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would love if they could get Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah, but Boston's won 10 in a row. Finally, Chicago beat them today, so maybe they can go on a cold streak. And because Boston's got a lot of players they could trade. Here's a problem for the Giants right now: is the number one team that's got the most trade pieces outside of Boston. If they could get cold, then maybe Boston's going to trade a Bregman and Chapman. I agree with you on Chapman. I'd love to see Chapman with the Giants. But they're in it now. Arizona's got a bunch of pieces, but Arizona's not going to trade.
I like Pavin Smith, Jake McCarthy.
Right.
I mean, yeah. But would you give up Marco Luciano?
Oh my God,
who's 23, and I mean he's only 23.
But the big question is, Suarez at third base. They have not that they're going to trade him, but I mean they've got pitching, they've got everything. And they're out of it.
Merrill Kelly,
right? They got a first baseman that you could go get that's really really good.
I like.
But the problem is Arizona gonna is Arizona gonna trade with you? That's the problem. Is Arizona will trade with a lot of teams. Will they trade with the Giants? Now Billy Beane had a philosophy that was like, I don't care. It's my team. I'm going to trade to make my team better.
Yeah.
I don't know that Arizona would trade with the Giants. So there's two teams I would really like to trade with: Arizona and Boston. Boston lost to the Cubs this afternoon, so maybe they'll get cold after winning 10 straight. And Arizona's in your division as a rival. So I don't know if they trade with you. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I do believe there are teams that won't trade with one another, but I don't think Arizona would be that for the Giants. I think they're a division rival, but if it made sense, if Arizona liked a certain prospect, I think they would do it if they were turning over their roster. But a team like the A's, a lot of people are like this week, and Susan Slusser came on and was like, oh, I think she wrote about it, that Brent Rooker would be a great Giant, and that this and that. But I just get the vibe that the A's would rather take less from other teams than trade a player like Rooker to the Giants. But
the A's are so
I'd be
far
all
out
over
of
Rooker if they could get him.
The A's are so far out of it that if you're a contender, then I get that philosophy. The A's are so far out of it. You're at the stage where you just have to get better. So the A's have all this great young hitting. They need pitching. Now, I don't know that they match up well with the Giants, because what you're going to try to do if you're the A's is get good, young, projectable pitching. And I don't know how much of the Giants have. I mean, Whitman is a guy. The A's always and here's where they screw up in trades. The A's don't often get players who are real close to the majors, so that a lot of the work has already been done. They love to get your 18 or 19-year-old projectable A-ball guy, and then that guy gets hurt or doesn't work out or whatever, and because he's got a long way to go, and then the A's screw up. Think about it. Chapman, Sean Murphy, Matt Olson, they didn't get anybody in those trades. Now, they got Langoliers, who's a really nice player, but they always try to get these home run hitting type. I don't literally mean that. These pitchers that are a long way away, and then they're going to try to develop them, and they never develop.
Yeah.
So they screw up. And so as far as the Giants go, I saw that ESPN had a new top 10 for the Giants today. There we go. Something dropped there. That's going to be a single. Who hit that?
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Very nice. All right.
Look at that.
There we go. See, that's
Giants need Jung. First of all,
do they need him?
Jung-Hoo Lee has got to hit at the top of the lineup.
God.
Jung-Hoo Lee's got to hit 1, 2, 3. And it's like this lineup that Melvin has with Yaz up top. It's like, come on, who are you fooling? Yaz is not a leadoff hitter.
But doesn't Lee got to hit? Lee's got to earn it, doesn't he?
No,
he's been terrible.
You're paying Lee $19 million a year. He is your big signing. Do not bury him. I think Lee's biggest problem is that his approach is all over the place because he doesn't know what he's being asked to do. Get him up top of the lineup where he can see some pitches and he can have a game plan and first of all, he runs really well. I mean, Yaz runs decent too. I'm not saying that, but Yaz strikes out too much to be a leadoff hitter in 2025. Yaz on any good team should get a sparing at bats in the 6, 7, and 8 hole. That's where on a good team, and he's leading off for the Giants. That's just not right. I mean, he's got to be the worst leadoff hitter in the big leagues.
But the thing about Lee that has sucked is he gets hurt last year, wasn't very good, and then gets off to a really nice start, and everybody's enthused, and then he has been terrible. In June, I think he hit 103. He hit 103 in June.
As bad as he's been in June, though, he's still 4 points higher than Yaz.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's just, and also Yaz is not what you've invested in. If anything, you should look to get somebody else out there. I mean, it's like Mike Yastrzemski is going to be your starting right fielder on a really good team. I mean, when your catcher is not much of an offensive player. There we go. Casey Schmidt is a good-looking bat. He just drove a line drive to left, so he had first and second with one out. Casey Schmidt is hitting where, I mean, I'd rather see Casey Schmidt lead off than see Yaz lead off right now. Casey Schmidt's a way better hitter than Yaz. I mean, he's a 20-point better hitter right now. And he's not, I don't know. I mean, I think Schmidt, I like Schmidt as a bat.
But these are the situations.
And Jung-Hoo's got to, if the Giants are going to be good, Jung-Hoo's got to be good. Mm-hmm. So they got to get Jung-Hoo going. And to me, come on, man, you're paying this guy $19 million. You've already decided that he's good. So put him up top the lineup, and let's see if you're right. But I mean, if you had somebody awesome to move him out of there, like a young kid that needed to be up there, whatever, but you don't. You just throw away ABs on the worst guy on your lineup, and you're leading him off. So I know he's had a couple big moments. He's hitting 247, which in today's game is like 274 probably. But Dom Smith, 4.63 double play.
See, that's been it. This is the same thing that happened in the first inning, except it was Devers. Same thing here with Dom Smith. You got first and second, you got one out. They're getting guys on. This is the nature of their whole season. They get guys on, they don't get guys over, they don't get guys in. And that's what it is. And everybody is in a little bit of a stretch. Like when Dom Smith first came up, not too bad, right? Jung-Hoo Lee, beginning of the season, not too bad. Like they can't get everybody on the same page at the same time. I mean, even Devers, first couple of games, not bad. Willie Adames, beginning of the season, terrible. Right now, not too bad. Like they can't get their team. Like you watch a ton of baseball. And I hate to reference the Dodgers, but you start looking at teams like the Dodgers. I don't know how much you're watching the Cubs. I watched the Cubs this afternoon. I watched that
too. I watched Cubs Red Sox from Wrigley. I watched that.
The Cubs have a relentless lineup. I mean,
I also like Tucker. Did you see that catch Tucker made in the corner where he slid by the brick?
Clayton with the Kershaw on the mound.
I mean, Tucker.
They're
relentless. Tucker's. I mean, I might go after
Armstrong, Suzuki, who's DHing for one after the other, and even guys like the Stanford kid that they've got, Horner at second base. Like these guys are just like one after the other, and they just don't give you a break. And if one guy doesn't get a hit, then the next guy does. And the Giants just have such an issue, runners in scoring position. And that's where I go back, and I love Pat Burrell, but that's where I go back is whatever the approach they have with runners in scoring position, it needs to totally change because they just – how many times have we looked at it? They get guys on base. The Giants do. They get guys on base. They don't move them over. They don't move them in. They have terrible at-bats in situational opportunities. I don't know if they're the worst in the league, but we watch them so much. It just seems like – I mean, look at the first two innings. 2 guys on, nobody out in the first inning, double play Devers. 2 guys on, 1 out. Second inning, Dom Smith, double play. Like, God, it's just so frustrating.
They fall into other pitchers' traps too, like they're unaware. They'll the other pitchers, aiming for a ground ball, and all of a sudden they go after it first pitch and ground out. Fuji Simeon says, when will bottom of the pint merch be available?
Well, I know the answer to this because our friend Dom, I talked to him last week about it, and he said he would do some stuff, and he even did a mock-up. God, now I got to go try to find the picture out. But I had a mock-up of it last week. Let's see if I can find this, Krug.
Toronto just got a single off Verlander's glove, little infield single.
I feel bad for Verlander, man. He's 0-7. He deserves a lot better, man. I mean about half his start, he's been better.
He looked good in Chicago. I mean, he looked really good.
If I can do I gotta find this thing.
He's not pitching bad. His stuff is good. It's
luck, like, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's on a team that can't score any runs.
No, especially for him. I mean, it's like the Matt Cain thing, or what has happened sometimes with Logan Webb. It's like, man, you just can't. You just can't.
Shortstop showed no range there at all.
By the way, Toronto City you can't even see their lettering on their or the numbers on their jerseys. Like it's black with dark lettering. Like I can't see any of it. Like their city connects.
I know these jerseys. I mean, come on, what is this? It looks like a
pajama
party. It's like a pajama party.
Here was last week's. I had a thing last week of the show. So this doesn't show exactly the pint by itself. Let me see if I can pop that out. I just sent that to you.
Which contract are you most? If you could get out of one contract,
a Giants contract,
yeah, you could get out of a Giants contract. Whose contract are you getting out of?
That's a great question, man.
It's a great sports talk radio question.
That's a great question.
In other words, who are you kicking to the curb? And
Verlander's a 115, so that's not. I'm not going to get out of that.
Okay.
Oh, that's easy. I thought about it for a minute. Jung-Hoo Lee, I'm getting out of that one.
Could be Willie Adames. Did you see the lack of range? Did you see the lack of range on that ground ball just a second ago?
That was the first
Willie Adames is how much do they guarantee Willie Adames? That guy's range. This is the first year of a how many year deal?
It's 6. I mean, think about
6.
This. Did you see last week? And I talked about this last week.
Down the line, fair ball.
Oh man.
Oh, Toronto's gonna score.
We don't drink on Toronto's. By the way, 10 supers for a chug and Toronto runs don't score. I got to tell you, Krug, I'm not avoiding your question. Let's get back to it. Put a pin in it. Whose contract
Toronto.
would you get out of it? Whose contract would you get out of? But since we're talking about this,
okay.
Krug, last week when you were at the game, 8 runs for the Giants, and we got 55 super. So what started to happen was
bad bounce.
We got 8 beers plus the 50 super. So every 10 we were drinking. So that's 13 chugs, and I'm by myself here.
Oh my
God! And so dude, I was so hungover on Saturday because the stupid thing that I did was I start chugging beers, and then I'm so dumb I go out to the garage fridge, and I think as I'm grabbing a couple more beers, and I see this bottle that I have in the freezer I've had forever in there, and every once in a while I'll take some plugs, like you're a little impatient with the family or whatever, you got that hiding in the beer the beer fridge out there. So I got this bottle of Jack Daniel's Fire, right? That'll maybe take some plugs off so I could handle the family. So I decide, okay, I'm going to pull that in here. And I start taking plugs off that thing, instead of beer chugs. So I'm like, okay, 5 more and I'll do a Jack Daniel's. But it's a nice frozen bottle. So the thing is, you can't taste those going down. They taste real nice. They're just flowing because it's ice cold. Dude, I must have done, I don't know, 6, 8, 10 shots of that, along with about 8 beers.
Dude,
by the end of the game, and that was a great game. By the end of that game, I was
is there a video of this?
Oh yeah, it's
on the Lund. It's on. Yeah. What day is it? I gotta check.
Last Friday. I gotta check at the Dodgers game, and I'm telling you, dude. By the end of that thing, I was like Harry Carey over here. Hey, everybody, have a great night. Then Saturday, I wake up right, and it was like a train hit me. And I did a Saturday morning show, and it was like, oh my God. But anyway, long story short. So you asked whose contract. Adames is very tempting, although, last week, Carlos Correa got hurt, and that would have been a 13-year deal, and he got his ankle under on a double, or no, it was a steal or double play ball, whatever it was. And that would have been 13.
Another ball in the corner.
God. Yeah, this is
just roping Verlander to the right field corner. 2 more runs scored, 3-0 Jays.
Jeez. this isn't one of Verlander's.
Who hit that?
I don't know because the numbers American are so
League,
dark.
Yeah, American League.
Oh, there's a hanger. That's a hanger banger,
man.
That's
a meatball at the
right.
belt.
So that's not one where you're like, oh, okay, it's not his fault. I mean, that thing was just hanging.
Wagner. Some guy named Wagner just drove one into the corner.
Billy Wagner.
No. There's so many baseball players. It's like I barely know it.
Dude, that I mean, see, Verlander has had nights where you're like, hey, it's not his fault, but look at this thing, hanger banger.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You're not getting away with that.
So when will the merch be available? We're working on it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Dom is all over it, is my point. Dom is all over it, is my point. So
Fuji number 2 here, super number 2, says, how would you design the Giant City Connects?
Not like those.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
Not like Toronto's.
You go, it's very basic. The Giants fans like the orange. Go with like an all orange. I mean, if you're gonna look like a circus jerk, you may well lean into it. You may as well lean into it with your with your own colors, right? I mean, your colors are orange and black. You've got a killer black hat and you've got a good looking design uniform. Just roll it in orange for City Connect. How hard is that? And if you want to go, and I like the creamsicle uniforms. I just didn't like the cheap ass two tone trim. Reminded me of one of my college fraternity.
Oh, I
shirts.
know that
it's
wasn't good.
Oh, guys, it's going to be $8 a shirt if it's one color, but if we have to throw two colors, it's going to be a $12 shirt. Screw that. We'll make it $8 a shirt. All right, so we got a bunch of cheap looking shirts. So what? Nobody cared. But, that was college. Now it's like, people, that's what it looked like. It looked like they went cheapo. It was like, they were like pajamas. This year's are offensive. This year it looks like, the Giants are sponsored by Nickelodeon and they've been slimed and like their fans are all like 7 and it's just like the bill looks just putrid. They introduced purple. What the hell? You notice that the Dodgers don't have to do asshole things like that. The Dodgers don't have to do asshole things like introduce a new color that's purple.
By the way, did you see
what are we? Are we a baseball team or are we a fast food restaurant? What are we doing here?
The concept of what they tried to do this year was a good idea. No, I don't like the ones this year, but the concept was, hey, let's lean into San Francisco. Let's lean into our past. Let's lean into hippies. Like that concept is a good concept, but then lean into it all the way, man. Like it's about like smoking weed and Haight-Ashbury and like, so do that. Like do the whole thing. Like
have a gigantic, add green. Right, like, maybe green should have been their third color. Just and then they could have had a big thing on the shoulder.
That's probably too racy. Like that's you hit it right on the head. Because I think probably what happened here is somebody in marketing or somebody way up, they probably had that idea and they went, whoa. Like, let's get this in and let's get that in. Because like you said, they kind of tried. They tried to do a little bit of a number of a smoke, but it's not really. And so then what they ended up, and this is what happens a lot of times, is a marketing department, which is their job. They probably did come up with a good concept because the idea is good. But then what they did from there was, the higher ups got up there and went, whoa, and then they screwed it up. So that's normally what happens.
Single to right, 4-0.
When's Verlander going?
Jesus.
See, at some point,
Verlander, this is an inning and a third right now. He's throwing it right down the middle.
This is one of those games where hey, it's not his fault. So what do you do with him? Because here's the thing. He's a Hall of Famer. Nobody's saying he's not, but he didn't build up that equity here. So it's kind of like the Cardinals last year. Now, and I'm not saying Crawford is Verlander by name, but what I'm saying is the Cardinals cut Brandon Crawford like midway through the season. At some point you go, yeah, I mean, you did all those things, but you didn't do it here. So now they don't have any depth in their starting rotation because, they had the Verlander or they had the Devers trade. So they traded any kind of major league ready depth that they would have in the starting rotation. But at some point you just have to say, look, he's 0-7. He's pitching like shit. And if you want to go back,
but wait, his stuff is 95, 96 on the fastball.
Yeah, but it's so hittable right now. And if you go back to last year too, where he had the neck injury in Houston, he had a handful of starts there. He was terrible. I mean, he's looking at like his last 35 starts of like 5 ERA baseball. I mean, at what point do you go, I know his name's Justin Verlander, but we're better off with somebody else.
Somebody give Tristan Beck a hat for crying out loud.
This is bad.
Yeah, no, I mean he doesn't look good. I mean, what do you do though? You trade him and go young. I mean, if you were out of the race, if you were out of the race altogether, you're only a half game back in the wild card. If you were out of the race,
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's not good for your rotation. In other words, you've got your two guys. Man. You got Landon Roop. You got Birdsong. Those guys are better now. Again,
they don't have Wisenhunt.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if you got Wisenhunt up here and he pitched well? I mean, Roop's better than Verlander. Birdsong's better than Verlander. All of a sudden, if you had another guy up here, all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, what's going on? Because I'm not talking, this isn't just this season. We're talking about last season too. He's, like I said, he's up to about 35 starts where he's like a 5.35 ERA starter, and plus he's going on average, he's not even 5 and fly anymore. So now he's killing your bullpen at the same time. I mean, it's, look, dude, you're going to the Hall of Fame. Nobody's saying you're not, but you're kind of getting to the point where, you're Jerry Rice with the Broncos. Sorry, bro. You got to go,
You want to DFA him? I think you could trade him.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know how many teams are badly? By the way, Chapman almost threw that away. Adames with the miracles scoop. Giants almost gave up a 5th run right there on an air.
Jeez.
It's 4-0 Toronto. Bottom 2 outs. Verlander pitching for his life. 96 right down the. You know what? There you go. So it's 0-1.
The only saving
Bo
grace
Bichette.
is this is a hitter's
Giants got to
ballpark.
get get this out right here, or this game's over. Giants don't have the kind of lineup that can score with Toronto. My big thing was the guy who's hot. I was looking at some of the numbers before the game. Vladdy's kid is hot. He's had some really good numbers. 19 doubles, 12 homers. He's hitting 277. But the guy who's really hot is Davis Schneider. He's 9 for 31 with a double and 4 home runs in the last 10 games. So this team can hit. We got this one from wait.
Oh, yeah, Bill Neukom passed away.
Fuji says, sad to hear about Bill Neukom passing away. Yeah, the Giants way. Bill Neukom was the Giants' managing general partner, and Giants announced on Thursday that he passed. And sad. I mean, he was a Giant owner, and then eventually bought, I think, the stakes that Peter McGowan had, and came in, I think, wanted to pour money back into the team. There might have been some controversy about how it all ended and why he departed, but hey, what cannot be denied is under his stewardship, the Giants' 54-year curse, or whatever it was, 56-year curse, ended, if you want to call it a curse. The Giants had never won a World Series on the West Coast. They lost in 89 to the A's in 4 straight. They lost in 62 in 7 to the Yankees and Mantle and Maris. And that was it, and they lost in 02 to the Angels, obviously, the rally monkey. So that was just, that was their history. And then 2010. And Bochy they get it done. They beat the Rangers in Arlington, and their first World Series title since 1954. 2010, amazing, really amazing that took that long. I mean, and it really was as a kid, it was the unthinkable. The Giants
would win it.
Win the World Series. I mean, because you remember, I'm a kid of the '70s, so I saw the Big Red Machine, and then I saw the Yankees. And then it was Yankees, Dodgers, it was Yankees, Reds, Yankees, Dodgers. Then the Pirates got in there and beat the Orioles in the late 70s. Then the Phillies with Pete Rose. And then the Dodgers won again in 81. The Cardinals in 82. The Giants had a good season in 82. So it's just, there's, Orioles won it in 83, I think, over the Pirates, maybe? Who did the Orioles beat in 83? The Phillies, maybe?
83. Yeah, I think Phillies.
It was Phillies. It was Orioles over Phillies. 84 was Tigers.
Padres.
Kirk Gibson over Padres, yeah. 85.
Royals.
Was Royals over Twins? Or no, it's Royals over Cardinals.
Yeah, Royals over Cardinals. I remember Brett Saberhagen. He was rubbing his belly because his wife was having a baby.
Yeah. 86 was Mets over
Buckner.
Red Sox.
The Buckner. The bounce.
87 was the Twins with Kirby beating the Cardinals.
Yep.
And the Giants could have been that team. They lost to the Cardinals in the LCS. 88 was the miracle year. The Dodgers beat the A's.
Jeez.
I mean, that was a miracle. 89, the Giants lose to the A's. 90, the Reds sweep the A's. How about the 90 Reds? They went wire to wire for Pinella and swept the A's in the World Series. Jose Rio.
That was unbelievable that they beat them.
Somewhere in there, I start to lose it. But 91 was
Twins.
Twins. 92 and 93 was the Blue Jays. This Blue Jays team.
Right.
It went back to back.
Carter.
And I brought this up to John Miller today. And I asked John. I said, John, you were broadcasting with the Orioles in 93, not with the Giants. So you saw a lot of the 93 Jays. And I go, who do you think would have won between the 93 Jays, who ultimately won, and the 93 Giants, who missed out on the playoffs by one game even though they won 103 games. And that was pretty interesting listening to him talk about that.
He's amazing. How long did that answer take? 20
the whole
minutes?
Thing. The whole. We were late from that. From that point on, we were late.
It's so unbelievable.
Yeah, we were late. We were like 2 minutes late to that break. We were like 2 minutes late to the to the rest of the pregame show.
You know what's so funny about that is you're talking about the pregame, and I would do day pregames with John Miller all the time because he didn't mind coming on. And you have an earpiece in where headphones like these on, and the producer is saying something in your ear if you're late, and you have a certain amount of time because you got to get it to the Giants network to Dwayne and Mike, and then it becomes timed right up the first pitch. So it's got to be tight. And if you ask a question to John, there's a very real probability that you're not going to be on time. And so you've really got to time it out because John's going to tell you a story. And so John would start talking, and then your producer in your ear go, we got to go. And you're like, and you talk back, you use a little talk back button that doesn't go over there, and you go, what do you want me to do? Like, I got the guy up. And so with that as kind of the backdrop of what you just said, during the pandemic when there was zero sports on, and I don't know how we got through it, right? We did sports radio.
Sung Bum Na and the KBO.
Somehow we did it. Yeah, we did the KBO. We did all this stuff.
KBO wagering.
Yeah, every Wednesday, Papa and I, we were like, thank God, we would have John Miller on at, I think, 10:50. And John would take us till 11:30. We would have no commercial breaks because no one was buying spots. So he would fill 40 minutes every Wednesday. And I swear to God, I think I might ask one question. And it was amazing because John knew, like, we would tell John, dude, you can go as long as you want. And so I would ask, I know, just one question. And I would always make sure I would think ahead of time, like, what will really get it going. And it would be something like what you just said, like, hey, just something very open-ended, like best stadium you've ever been to and why, or, or whatever. And he would tell, like, not even kidding, a 20-minute story where you could walk, get water, go to the bathroom. He's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, he's unbelievable. He can tell stories. He can, John, Friday, I'm filling in for Derek Papa with Copeland on the patio before game 1 Giants Dodgers. What a great night Friday was. I had my boys come in.
Amazing.
Kev was there. I had Ben and Chris with me. We were all on the outfield wall in the right field corner. Oh, it was such a great night. Though it was so perfect, the weather. All those prick Dodger fans were there. But besides that, it was a great night. But, we're sitting there on the patio, and we're doing the face-off with John. And I said, John, I know you do an amazing Vin, and I've heard there was a guy in Japan who also copied Vin, right? Wasn't there a guy, John, in Japan who was like, he basically was doing Vin in Japanese? Do you remember that? And he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, and he goes into talking Japanese in Vin Scully's accent.
No,
and John Miller talking Vince. I got to call them and get that. I got to get that.
I got it. He can do he does a Vin. He does everything. I mean, he's just
unbelievable.
Oh my God. He's
you have it?
No, I don't, man, but I was just,
it's amazing.
Sorry.
So he starts going and doing this Japanese play-by-play guy.
He's so
doing Vin Scully. And, it was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. Everybody on the patio is just like totally mesmerized because it's coming through the speakers. John Miller talking in Japanese, but with the Vin Scully accent before Giants Dodgers. I mean, it was spectacular. It was spectacular. By the way, tonight, welcome to Bottom of the Pint. I'm Larry Krueger. He's John Lund. The beer that I'm drinking that I haven't drank a sip of yet, really, except for a couple.
We're going to have to get us up to, can somebody get us up to 10? Because last week we did an amazing job. So here's what we do. We chug on runs. We chug every 10. And we're at 5 right now, and things aren't looking good.
Every 10 supers.
Yeah.
Tonight I'm drinking Drake's.
Ooh, Drake is a nice
Drake's IPA. Now there's a story behind this. One of my good buddies from high school, the great Jimmy Crudo, is I think a sales manager at Drake's.
Was that right?
So yeah, and Jimmy, you're the man.
Why the hell isn't he sponsoring the show, man?
Let's
go, dude.
We just kind of reconnected. So Jimmy, if you're out there, if you want to have Drake's as the title
this should
sponsor,
be the Drake's Bottom of the Pint.
We could make this the Drake's Bottom of the Pint Giants show Friday nights.
Oh, that's
John Lund and Larry Krueger.
Yeah,
but I'm drinking the Drake's IPA Pale Ale.
I would love to be drinking Drake's right now.
Yeah.
I bring these Sun Brews just because they cause so much discussion. So I'm back. Last week I started bringing the Sun Brews back because they brought good luck. And because the Giants scored 8 runs against the Dodgers last Friday, I'm being a bit superstitious. So I brought another 12-pack to the table. Not that they're so great. And really, because I was hungover last week, it's not like I want to drink these, but I'm going to. Ooh, there's Mike Yastrzemski.
Can everybody
pop up that
can everybody pause this last? Can everybody pause this last pitch?
No, you're gonna go on a tangent.
Okay, what in the hell's going on here? It is a 2-2. A 2-2 pitch, so and he just waves at it. Look at this swing. It's the most defensive swing. Oh God! It just got right in the hands, popped it right up.
Yeah, that's bad.
Popped up on 2-2.
It's so bad.
We're not negative.
Bad. No, we're not being negative.
We're not
I'm just
negative.
saying. By the way,
but our topic was, what contract would you dump?
Oh yeah, let me do that. Let's do that. By the way, I brought a beautiful, and I put this on the grill. This is I know it doesn't look like it, but it's a beautiful smoked bratwurst here for the game.
Can we see that again?
It's a smoked bratwurst.
Can you take a bite and can we see the innards? Maybe I'd like to see an innard.
Let me put this up here. Oh, it's juicy and good. Yeah,
that's
like a ballpark one.
Did it have a nice little crunch to it there?
Oh, so good.
Starving right now.
So I've been sitting here the whole time, like, I'm gonna have a beer, a brat. They're not scoring, they're not doing anything. So we're gonna take matters into our own hands.
My wife's making me for dinner on a Friday night. I think Friday night, I'm a hardworking man. I think maybe I'd get like a T-bone or something.
Yeah.
I'm getting a tuna salad.
If that's not the old, hey, you gotta lose a few.
I'm getting a tuna salad. God damn it.
That hurts.
Damn tuna salad.
That's all you. That's.
I'm down 4-0, and I'm staring at a tuna salad.
Yeah.
Staring at a tuna salad, and I'm down 4-0.
That's no good. So
I need some supers. I need some supers because I'm down.
All right, let's hit the supers up. We're up to 7. 3 more. And we'll do fulls. Okay. All right. We got to hit from Ramos. We got to hit from Ramos. Let's go.
Okay, hit. That's always nice. Fuji says the purple is a nice touch for us Reardon alum. Yeah, great. That's awesome.
He likes the purple. Hey,
purple was great. Purple was great at Denny's in 1979.
Yeah, purple people eaters for the Vikings.
Oh, there you go.
I got a novel concept that the Giants did early in the season. How about stealing a base every now and then, huh? How about stealing a base every now and then?
You guys remember what that is?
Can we do that? Can we try that?
We got this one. Larry, is it time for a rally chug?
Yeah, I
could go rally chug.
I mean, you got Devers up. There you go. And in the gap.
If Devers does anything, I'll chug.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to chug. I'm a little ahead of you.
Really?
Yeah, get ready. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little ahead of you.
I just set myself up.
Yeah, you did. You completely did that. And
the 1-4-20. I just walked into a right cross.
You did. Right. Watch. Because last week, every time we would talk trash, they would do something. So if we talk trash.
It's just a single. That's all right.
But if he'd been running that play to score, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Devers.
At some point, you got to start to ask Bob Melvin. So what do you say you do here? Like, if the bats are cold, let's go, man. Do something.
Thank you, Rafi Devers.
People were questioning whether he's going to hit. It's like
Murph says you're an F. I'm saying you're a B-.
Okay, Stephen A. Smith.
It might be a little bit out of shape.
Ooh, so controversial. It's an F. Ooh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's an F.
An F?
An F. An
F says I want Hicks back here immediately.
What, Hicks and Tibbs and Harrison, who's not even on the roster? Okay. Yeah. For one of the 10 best hitters
one-sided trade.
Okay. Thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. Yeesh. My God. Give me a break. Oh. And what do the Giants always do? They get them on. They can't get them in. And even that time, Chapman hit it on the screws, like first and third. That's why people love this show.
The Drakes. Oh.
How you hit it right on the screws. I mean, even when you hit it hard, first and third, hits it hard, deserves better. That's baseball.
Wow.
That's baseball. All right, I'll do a half. I'll chug the rest of this beer. Was that Drake's not? Did that not go down well?
It was all right. It was getting me on the last part. It's a little on the warm side because the Giants, let us down.
Well, that's what I mean. I brought in a cooler here one time, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna,
I'm gonna have to re-beer here in a second. Let me see here. We got a couple one. We got this one.
I just filled up a full, and because I don't know why I did that, but
we got this one. It's harder and harder to read these the more you throw these beers down.
Thoughts on ESPN moving Giants Mets next weekend to Sunday Night Baseball?
I like that.
I mean, well, if you look at like Fangraphs and the people who are doing the numbers or as far as playoffs, this is essentially what they say is going to happen. 3 division winners are going to be the Dodgers, Phillies,
right,
and Cubs, and the 2 teams right now that are going to be the teams that are going to be in the playoffs from a wild card perspective are going to be the Brewers and the Mets, and then that leaves one spot between the Giants, Padres, and Cardinals. So that makes sense. Giants, Mets. Mets had a little bit of a hiccup there.
These Giants Padres games in the second half could be.
Oh my God, they're going to be massive. I mean, huge. Yeah. And Mets and Phillies are going to be fighting for a playoff spot. Because of the Mets are in this thing, and they've had some injuries in their rotation. The Mets are going to go big at the deadline. Phillies are go big at the deadline. Dodgers will go big at the deadline. Like what you just said at the beginning of the show when we were talking about, where might Buster go in the deadline. Look, you're already into this thing, man. You already went Devers. You can't go back. You're not going to just stand pat at the deadline. These teams.
No, you got to make a move.
Padres, like the Cardinals aren't a big deadline team ever, but like the Padres have been aggressive. So, I mean, the teams you're fighting with, they're going to be aggressiher. So you got to, whatever it is you decide to do, they got to do something.
You're in.
Devers is great, but you got to do more.
Yeah. You're all in. You're all in.
Right.
And it's year 1 of your regime. You're trying to set a tone. We got this one from Fuji. Any future guests for Bottom of the Pint? Damon, etc.
I was on with Damon this week, and he mentioned that he wanted to come on.
I won't let him. He can't come on.
Krueg's like, I said
no. I laid down the law. No,
you did.
No,
you said
that. No, I'm just joking. Though he may kill the vibe because he is a Cubs fan, and you don't have to be a Giants fan. But I don't want to hear about the Cubs because the Cubs are pretty good this year. No, I'm just joking. We can.
That's an offense, man.
I just do enough shows with Damon. I'm on with Damon on Monday. I'm on with Damon on Friday. Then all of a sudden, if he came into my Bottom of the Pint, people are going to start talking like we're dating or something. We just have to keep our distance. Fuji Simeon, how about chug every inning the Giants go scoreless?
We'll be hammered. We'll be hung over like I was last Saturday. I can't be hung over this Saturday. I got stuff to do.
This ain't the Lambda Chi house. The freaking what are you talking about?
I mean, look, we'll do every 10. We're at 8. And then we'll.
Could you imagine? It's like I'm walking into the house at like 8th inning and I'm yakking in front of my kids.
Well,
what happened? Yeah, Dad's throwing back like 9 beers in the garage.
Was kind of I mean, it was fun last week. I had a great time last week, but the thing is my wife was I had an empty house, and now look,
empty house,
but I'm out in the studio. It's not like I'm anywhere close, but I was like, let's play it
up. Look at this.
So I was playing it up, and then of course, right after. I can't remember what time we got done last week. It was kind of late.
Alejandro Kirk.
That was so lucky.
Just a bunt. So what? You just went to town?
Went to town. Had a great time. Got off the show late. It was probably I don't know. You were at the game. I mean, it was after 10, and then
it was a warm night too. It was hot.
It was beautiful.
Hot in Danville.
It was. So then what I did was because there was no one here, ordered a pizza. Went out to the hot tub, hung out.
I can't even handle the hot tub when it's hot.
Beautiful, man.
But then you almost got to get out of the hot tub, but you got to breathe.
Yeah.
So
believe me, I thought it was going to be Matthew Perry there for a minute, just fall into the thing. So I didn't do that. I was like,
dude, a good hot tub is really sweet.
Oh, dude, it was beautiful. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
But then I did my normal work, did the water, and took some aspirin and everything. Woke up out in the middle of the night, went that kind of like Ron Burgundy.
Is
Jack
this one
Daniels
of those in the ground? Is it in the ground hot tub or is it a?
Yeah, no, we got a pool, hot tub, the whole deal.
In the ground though?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Johnny's living right. You don't have one of those units that you put on your patio or anything. You've got something carved out into the earth.
Oh yeah. You got the nice unit. The only thing we got a good setup in our backyard. We just have this one neighbor that can kind of, because we have trees, we planted trees, we got nice fences, but we got this one angle of this one neighbor, and I always catch him looking. Always catch him. And it's not
he's peeping your
woman.
He's
peeping a little bit. And it's not. So I think he was probably looking to see, because we have pole lights, and so when I go out there,
right.
Pole lights are out there, and then he's seeing if she's out there, and that's like I looked up there and I saw him, and I'm like, I yelled at him, "Only me!" He didn't like that. He's like, "Oh, it's only that dude."
No, you got to say, "Hey, Tom, Tom."
Oh, peeping Tom over there.
Yeah, you just go, "Hey, Tom, Tommy."
I know he was. All right, Verlander.
Oh man,
struggling again.
Nothing worse than a peeping
no
Tom. That ain't right.
2-2.
Right.
Let's see what we got.
Don't invite.
Bro.
What can we say about your hot tub? Don't invite over Chimura, maybe. Or
that is paper. Oh, he gets the double play.
Oh, wait, I'm behind.
All right.
He's still walking up to the bump.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
I'm still seeing a 2-2 Verlander, perplexed. He stares in. One nod.
Not that too far. I'm not too far ahead of you.
And here we go. Oh yeah, 6-4 to 3. That's for fun.
He needed that. Because see, the thing about him is, it's not only that he's getting, he's getting handled
third,
here.
Though.
Yeah, but you got to give him some innings here, man. We can't start off the second half like you got to go to the
don't
got to go to the pen in the third inning.
Yeah, you could lose Friday night, but you can't lose Friday night and have it cost you the entire weekend. And you know what? Here's the interesting thing. How about this for a stat? This might be the stat of the day. Giants, Blue Jays. I only know this because I was doing Diamond Notes. Listen to this, John. You're going to be amazed by this one. Toronto this year, where is it? Yeah, here it is. Toronto. Tonight's a night game in Toronto. Toronto in the daytime. You want to know Toronto's daytime, nighttime splits? In the daytime, Toronto's 3 games under 500. They're 19-22. The next 2 games are in the daytime, and the Giants put Verlander in this spot. I would have thought that Robbie Ray would have started tonight, right? But the Giants instead put Robbie Ray in the weekend spot. So it's Webb and Ray this weekend, I believe. So that's interesting. But and those are day games. Toronto, 3 games under 500 in the daytime, 36-15 at night.
Yeesh.
They're 21 games over 500 at night. They're awesome at night, and they're up 4-0 tonight. And the Giants voluntarily. Is it possible the Giants put Verlander in kind of the sacrificial lamb spot?
That's the exact term I was going to use.
And then, you know what? We'll give them Friday night, and we'll come back and beat them in the daytime with the 2 aces.
That's possible.
Those are nonsense. Wait, in the daytime you're 3 under 500. In the nighttime you're 21 over.
Bob's coming to get him. Oh, Bob! Verlander is pissed. Wait till you see this, Krueg. You got to see this.
I gotta see it.
Verlander is so pissed.
Was it 5-0?
He has nothing to.
Oh no, he walked him.
Yeah, he's pissed. He wanted to get out of it. He's pissed.
Well, it's the 3rd inning.
Yeah, I don't think Bob had a choice because you're down 4. It's bad enough. If you give up a hit here, let alone a double, you're down 5 or 6-0. He can't take that.
He's glaring at him. He's glaring at him.
He was pissed. See, but again, this is where Verlander's wrong. If you're with a team where you've built this up in the closet, that equity in the closet, if you're Logan Webb, he's looking at Logan Webb going, well, this is my ace. I got to keep him out there. I got to trust him. I'm going to keep him out there. You're Justin Verlander, dude. Like with Houston or with Detroit, you had that built up, but you haven't done that here. And you're 0-7. Your last 35 starts, you're a 5.50 ERA guy. Sorry, man. I know what your name is. But to me, your name can be player X. I don't care. I can't treat you like your name suggests I should when you're pitching the way that you are. And that's Verlander kind of looked at him like, I'm friggin' Justin Verlander here. But that's not, they can't do that.
Here, let me be real. You're a double away from this game being over.
Right.
Over.
And so I get it. I get what he's doing because he's thinking to himself, I'm Justin Verlander, man. But Bob Melvin's walking him down going, dude, you're a number 5 starter is what you are. And I got to take you out of the game. That's just how it is. Sorry. I'm sure they'll have a discussion after the game. And Verlander's like, bro, like, you got to give me that. And Bob Melvin's going, dude, I love you. You're going to the Hall of Fame, first ballot, but you're our number 5. I can't treat you like Justin Verlander. Sorry, bro. I mean, that's,
Fuji says, speaking of hot tubs. There we go.
Nice.
It's always a good one. Almost anything that you say, almost anything that comes out, almost anything that comes after speaking of hot tubs is usually good.
Sean Purdy, his dad's a hot tub salesman, or was.
Does he give away his hot tub sales as gifts to the entire teammate? Thoughts on the potential MLB lockout after the 2026 season?
Probably happen.
Yeah, I mean, I Manfred's really sharp. No, I don't think Manfred's really sharp.
No.
The most embarrassing moment of All-Star Weekend, by the way, was A-Rod suggesting that Manfred belongs in the Hall of Fame.
God, I know.
What the heck, dude? A-Rod is just...
Why is he kissing his ass? He's not going to get you in the Hall of Fame.
He's not going to marry you.
Well, and he has no juice to get you into the Hall of Fame, which is the only reason A-Rod's around the camera in the first place.
A-Rod's now management with the T-Wolves, and he thinks like all management and all sports stick together, and now he thinks of himself as a management man. So he's a cohort. He's commingling with the commish. It's like, dude, you're the biggest roid monster of all time. You're not going to the Hall. Though I did see A-Rod made it to the all-time Yankee team that somebody put up this week. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw all those old all-time
third.
teams.
Jeter was at Willie Randolph was at second. Yeah. I did my Giants team.
I saw the Giants one. Either the Giants or the Yankees had the best all-time outfield. It was a ridiculous outfield for both teams.
I mean, for the Giants,
it was obviously Bonds, Mays.
And who was
the last one?
Melott.
Yeah, Melott was the other one. And then the Yankees had
DiMaggio in right, Mantle in center, and Ruth in left.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. They didn't even have Aaron Judge. Like, it's so ridiculous.
Oh, they didn't have Gehrig.
No, I mean, it was just
They had Aaron Judge. How about that, by the way?
Well, they had Judge.
They took Aaron Judge over Lou Gehrig as the DH.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Why not make Lou Gehrig the left fielder and make Ruth the DH? You really think Aaron Judge is better than Lou Gehrig? I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that.
That's crazy.
I mean, talk about recency bias. We want to engage the younger audience, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think, what do you think? What does Purdy give away, you think?
I got a great story on that. So did you hear him? He was on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast. You probably played this on your show.
Yeah. I mean, it's just,
and
I did some videos about it. It's like,
it was so
some
funny.
of those guys were just over the, I mean, some of those questions were like,
they did,
Brock's like, I thought we were boys.
When they did
just trying to get me to say shit.
So when he gave away those Toyotas to him, he goes to Trent because George Kittle was on Bussin' with the Boys and said he wanted one of those Toyotas because he knew that Trent Williams wouldn't take his. So he goes up to Trent when he gave him away and he goes, Trent, are you going to use this Sequoia, like $85,000 Sequoia? And Trent goes, yeah, man, I'm going to use it. Hell yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to use it. And like 2 weeks pass by, right? And the thing doesn't move out of its parking spot. So
he said he was going to paint it pink or something. Right?
Yeah. So Kittle comes up to Brock and says, hey, man, that thing's been sitting in that same parking spot for 2 friggin' weeks. Ask Trent if I can have it. I'm part of the line. I block. Come on, ask him if I can have it. So he goes up to Trent. I was like, dude, are you going to take the Toyota? He's like, you ain't taking that Toyota. I don't know that the thing's even been moved. So people don't know. Trent has like an all-electric $1 million Rolls Royce. Like, Trent is big into cars. He's never, ever, ever getting into that Sequoia. Even if it's souped up real nice, he's never taken that thing. I bet it's parked in the same spot. I bet he's never even ever gotten into the thing, man.
He should have just given one to Kittle, man.
Right.
Kittle's probably going to mean more to his blocking.
Well, he would have, they all live on the big land, and Purdy bought a big place in Nashville. Like, they all live on this big hunting land in Nashville. So George would like drive this Sequoia around and like actually use the thing on his land. Trent's like,
well, isn't that interesting? By the way, it's like these guys, so they're young guys. They got big money. They can basically live anywhere. I mean, they're not from there. George went to Iowa. Brock's from Arizona. They're playing in San Francisco. So they're basically just young guys with a pocket full of cash that can live anywhere they want to live. And they've chosen to live A lot of them have. And I had Mason Pline on this week. He's living right there in Nashville. He's renting in Nashville in the off season because George is like, yeah, you can train with me at my place. So he's like, all right. So he rented an apartment in Nashville. So he doesn't even have a house, and he's in Nashville.
Is he a single guy?
I think he's probably he's probably got a girl, but I mean, I don't think he's married yet.
Yeah, Nashville's the place to be. It's
I mean, it's like I've been there. It's really nice.
It's
nice. Downtown Nashville's really nice.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Tennessee, I don't think has any state income tax, so they get they get a big break. That's why they're there.
That must be it. Mike Yastrzemski living in Nashville.
Big break. Yeah, Brock's place is massive. Like George, well, that again, he was on Bus with the Boys, and George said that his place was gigantic, just ridiculously.
Did someone say he had a lazy river or something like that? Yeah,
lazy river. He's just trying to outdo George's place. Tons of like hunting land, all that kind of stuff. He got a bunch of. That's what happens when you get really rich. Apparently, like John Deere, just because he's like wearing the hat and he's doing ads for him, John Deere just set his whole place up so he drives around on all these big old tractors and different stuff all over his camp. One of those things that he just drives all around on John Deere stuff all day. Yeah, it is. It's like a campus down there. It's unbelievable. Wow. Yeah, we'll have to ask him about it when we go to camp this week. Like just all this stuff.
How's the new pad, bro? I hear you're John Deered out. I hear you're John Deered out. Is that true?
Yeah, it's all John Deered out. There was a big picture of him on a big tractor, wearing his boots and everything. Unbelievable.
How's life in Nashville? Life good in Nashville these days?
God.
Hey, I'm going to share the screen on this one since we mentioned a little
country boys,
a little purdy.
Still 4-0. We're just vamping around because it's 4-0. Jung-Hoo Lee at the plate. Nobody on. 1 out, 2-2 count. Justin Verlander made it through 3 1/3.
Come on, Jung-Hoo. All right, here we go. Kev Krueger has tweeted out, Ricky Pearsall landing on PUP could be a complete nothing burger. But this season is a massive prove-it moment in his career, hoping he can get on the field soon. Also, a reminder that he will always be compared to the wide receivers taken right after him. Who would you rather have out of this group? Ricky
easy.
Pearsall, Xavier Legette, Keon Coleman, and Ladd McConkey.
McConkey. I was hoping that if the Niners were going to take a receiver, it'd be McConkey. I mean, he's
that
the
guy who can run. He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. He's smart. He runs great routes. I mean, he was a no-brainer. I thought he was going to be a first-rounder. Those other guys have better physical skills. I mean, Legette's big and fast. Coleman's not fast, but he's big.
Coleman, I saw some video of Coleman recently where he looked really slow.
He is slow. That's why he dropped. I thought he'd even drop more. I mean, he's not a 4.7 guy, but he's a 4.6.
I like the upside of Legette, though.
Yeah,
I mean, Legette.
No, I do. I like him. He's got good speed, and he didn't catch a ton of balls at South Carolina, but I mean, he's a big, fast dude. And that's the one thing is you're at Carolina, so you're going to get opportunities to play. By the way, do you want to straighten things out just for people who may have overheard the inaccurate statements that may have been said today?
Well, yeah. I mean, there were some people saying, hey, Ricky's on the PUP list. And the Niners came out and put like four or five guys on the PUP list. But being on the PUP list going into camp is totally different than being on the PUP list going into the season. Mm-hmm. If you're on the PUP list going into camp, that just means you're not ready to practice. And you could come off it literally any day. And that's just the list they put you on. If you're on, and it's not good that he's on the PUP list because that means he's not ready to practice. And they said it was nothing in minicamp, but that could just be a precautionary thing. But there were people that were like, "Oh, he's on the PUP list," which means he's going to miss the first 4 games. That's not what it means because if you're on the PUP list coming after the 53-man roster cut down, then and only then do you have to spend the first 4 weeks of the season on the sideline. So. He could be there week 1. He could be very well there for all of week 1. Today was not about week 1. Today was just about he's not ready to practice right now.
So because there was some confusion about that, and some people were hitting me up on that, and it's like no, only after the cut down day. Then if you're put on PUP, then you have to miss the first 4. Yes. So that's what it comes down to. But yeah, it's not a great sign. I mean, your son's not wrong, but it's also not a great sign because you hit it right on the head. Is when this first happened. And he missed the last OTAs, the 49ers came out and said, nah, this is nothing. It's just precautionary. Okay, well, now and he's going to be ready for camp. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's not going to be ready for camp. So if we were to go down, and I know we're doing bottom of the pint, Casey Schmidt at the bat, 2 outs, 4th inning, Giants down 4-0, 2 outs, 2-2 count.
I don't know that the Giants have scored a single run since we've started bottom of the pint.
No. We're gonna have to chug something. We got to get one more. If we can get one more, please, so we can chug and maybe change things here. They do have 6 hits, but no runs. But how
many hits does Toronto have?
9.
Here was the stat of the day. Toronto this year, when they get 8 hits in a game, is 42-16 when they get 8 hits in a game.
Yeah, they have 9.
So that could easily be 43-16.
Yeah, that's not going to be good. But look, if we went through the storylines of the Giants, number 1 on the list, and it's not even close, it's the receivers, because we don't know what's going to happen.
The Niners.
Yeah, the Niners, because we don't know what's going to happen with Ayuk. This thing with Pearsall, I'm not going to call him injury prone, but for the love of God, man, like last year you got shot, not your fault, but then you had the ankle, then you had now the beginning of this season, and then you have the Juwan Jennings stuff. All of a sudden, this is becoming a really big deal at the receiver position. Regardless, this is number 2. I don't even know what number 2 is. Number 1 is receivers. Then there's a gap, and then it's number 2. Very nice. We got the 10. We got the 10.
And I got to get a new beer because I chugged the last one.
All right, I'll wait
30 seconds. Give me 30 seconds.
Yeah, we got to chug together, so I'll wait.
New beer.
I'll wait for you. All right, 4-0. We will not be negative on the show, though. We will not be negative on the show. So 4-0. They can come back. They have been hitting. Frustrating that the first couple of innings. First inning, it was Devers hitting into the double play with nobody out. Second inning, hit into the double play with 1 out. And then last inning, they just didn't get anybody on. So, there's the great John Miller. I was thinking there was something wrong with John Miller. John wasn't around for a long time. Looks very skinny, sitting right next to Javi Lopez there in Toronto. But Krueg was saying he was doing the pregame with him. So there you go. There is the great John Miller. If you do need a moment, by the way, to get a beverage, we would love if you would chug along with us for the beverage. Every 10 is what we will chug for, or any Giants runs. And unlike last Friday, in which we had 8 runs for 8 chugs plus I think we had 55 last week, and Krueg was at the game, so I was a solo act last week. And I was in the bag by the end of it. Anybody who was around, I was buzzing pretty good. And then Saturday morning, 420, you're right, because last week what I started doing, I was shit talking, and then every time I would shit talk, then that specific player would do really, really well. Yeah, I am losing a little bit of weight. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. I'm a little late on it. My weight fluctuates. I get skinny in the summer because of the pool. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to actually have to take the shirt off. So I get skinny. Then in the wintertime, I pack on the pounds. And it's not because it gets cold in California, because I know. Oh, you're sucking down I like it that everybody's saying what they're drinking there. I like that. So you're drinking an 805. You're drinking a Miller. Yeah, tell us what you're drinking too. Tell us what you're going with. I like that. That's a great idea. Great idea. We did that last week. You're saying time to see Cowing shine with that speed. You're right. So look, Oasis fan, they got to step up. I mean, Jordan Watkins ran around in shorts. It's like, okay. I mean, a guy like that has got to step up. Cowing's, I don't know what Cowing's going to do. I mean, I loved him in Arizona. He's small. Tell me how many guys that are 5'9", 175 are great in the league. It's hard. So those guys got to step up, though, because, look, I think Jennings, they'll figure it out. They're not getting him a totally huge, big contract. They'll figure it out because they have to. So we'll see. But get those beers ready. We're all going to chug together. And so we got, 10? So keep them coming. And at some point, the Giants aren't going to score here because it's top of the inning. We already got 2 out. We already got 2 quick outs. All right, you ready? All right.
I brought with me, look at that.
Oh, is that a bomber? That's a big one, man. You got a big hazy IPA there. All right, that was a quick inning, man. All right. Giants come up, end of 4. We're already to the 5th inning. This thing is rolling because the Giants aren't doing anything. We do have 15 hits combined in this game, though. All right.
Tristan Beck in the pen or on the hill.
Very nice. All right, tell us what you. There you go. What are you drinking? And chug along with us, if you will. At least you don't have to chug a full beer, but if you would.
Well, let's do this. Let's put the link in the description.
Oh, John Miller lost weight. I got you, man. Say that again.
Let's put the link in the description, and see if we can get some other people. Get a couple. Wait, where is it? Where is it? There it is. Okay. There we go. A little there, a little here.
Verlander getting paid $2 million per loss. He's going to lose this one too.
All right, so I just put it at 5 or at whatever it says, 526, 620. What does that say? 526.
526.
526. There's 2 links there for the Krueg show. So if you want to slam some beers with us,
tell us what you're drinking.
Bottom of the pint. John and I. I'm drinking. I was drinking Drake, but I switched to the hazy IPA, Sierra Nevada.
I like a hazy for sure.
Tall boy. And now we'll try the pour. Just gotta be very careful.
We're putting ourselves at risk where we got our 10 to chug one, and then hopefully they score a run, and I will gladly chug another. That's what was happening to me last week. Is I was like chugging, and then they hit a single and knock in a couple more. Then I'm running behind. That's why I went and grabbed the bottle of Jack. So I'm like, I'm just gonna do the chug, and then I'll back it with a shot because I was falling behind, and I was like, I owed him like 4 chugs, and so I made a deal. I went, okay, I'll do a chug and I'll back it with a shot. But like I said, because it was frozen out of the freezer, you couldn't tell how much I was chugging, and it was like, and then I looked at it, it was like chugging half the bottle because it it's cinnamon tasting, it tastes good, and it's going down fast, because you can't taste it because it's frozen.
Monty says,
what? We almost had a double chug there, almost a double chug,
really?
But not quite.
Wait, am I behind here? I might be behind.
Dominic Smith almost made us double chug.
I might be behind in this bad boy. Hold on a second.
You're all right.
Oh, no. Here we go. Deep drive.
Right when he hit it, I thought, we had a double chug.
Oh.
Here, I'll do everyone a favor in the room, because every time I talk shit about somebody, they do something good. We don't have to worry about Patrick Bailey here. We don't have to worry about a double chug from Patrick Bailey. Oh, he's trying to butt.
Oh, Bailey.
All right, here's to everybody.
People are like, oh, they need to get a catcher, this and that. No, wait a second. Pump the brakes. The Astros won a World Series with Martin Maldonado. You can keep Bailey.
Well, what did the rest of their lineup look like? It looked pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. Well, let's leave. I mean, you got Bailey. Bailey's valuable. He's got value.
Until they bring in the ABS system and steal his strikes back. That's
we got this one. Fuji Simeon.
Oh, that's amazing.
Crazy story about the astronomer CEO at Coldplay. Get this. My sister and her daughter were at that concert.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Dude. So she sends me a note. She puts it on Facebook. She didn't even send me a note. She put it on Facebook. Oh, me and my daughter. And we're at, it was at Gillette, right?
Yeah.
It was in Foxborough. And that was the same. That was the same place where this CEO, and if the guy would just play it cool a little bit, he would have been fine. But instead, he flinched. It's like it's a guy flinching on the. Honestly, it's like a CHP pulling up next to you, and you flinch.
I don't know that I've ever seen something go more viral in my life. I mean, the memes and the all the things that my timeline was just, that's all it was. It was hilarious. Oh my God, it's so funny. Like they have like Trump and Epstein, like they, the people that they've put in the place of those two people. Oh my God. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Look at that. Look at that by Bailey. Was that a foul ball?
Yeah.
Oh. No, it's a single.
Oh, is it? Okay. See, that's what I mean. I talk trash about somebody, they do something.
Dude, he just took a full swing and it rolled right down the line like a bunt. He missed that by so much. He missed that by so much.
But see, that's his problem. Dude, laugh. Come on. You got to laugh. Like, he's standing at first base like he meant it. Like, dude, you got to laugh at that. You took a full swing. Seriously, you took a full swing at that, and it trickled down the line, and he's not at first base laughing.
Now, dude, would you rather have Matos batting here or Yaz? You got a righty. I guess it's a righty. So what? I mean, you want to play lefty-righty games? I mean, I don't know. Yaz, I'm just not a Yaz guy. This guy's just so subpar.
All right, I got to chug one. Let's. What are we chugging to? What are we chugging?
Did we get a run? We get a run?
No, we didn't. But no, we owed the 10. Did you already chug yours?
Yeah,
I didn't chug mine yet. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's cheers to scoring a run, so I have to double chug. How about that?
There we go. Look at that. John's throwing it down, pushing it down. There you go.
All right. Let's go double chug here. I would love to do double chug. Oh, we got an 11th. Very nice.
Somebody's questioning my Wi-Fi.
So I did
Something wrong.
Talk trash about Bailey, and that's the best that the baseball gods could do is a swinging bunt. But I will take it. Let's see if you have that power because you were just talking trash about your.
Someone's like, Larry, check your dial-up cable. I just changed my cord.
No, people are giving you grief because you were behind there for a while. Oh. You're good now.
No, I'm behind. You know what I'm behind on? I'm behind on the broadcast.
No, I think you're ahead now because I got that.
I got 3-1. I got 3-1. Yaz just swung good. And missed 3-2.
Yeah, you're fine.
Really?
Yeah, I'm right. I'm in the same. Did you reset yours?
I just hit.
I'm in the same spot.
Stadium looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one I haven't been to. I've been to about 3 parks, and I have not been there. But they won't let me into Canada, so that's probably why. Drug charges. No, I'm just kidding.
Too much says looks like we'll be chugging. What? Really? We're gonna find out here. Let's go.
Those are gonna make a nice yard, though.
Down and in.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Go down into lefties.
It would be beautiful if you had the power because you talk trash. If I talk trash, a player does really well. So let's see if you talk trash, a player does really well.
Oh, I mean, I've talked trash to Yaz so much.
I know you.
I've had Brandon Crawford's wife defend him. Remember that? She's like, he's a good player. All I said was.
Is that what she sounds like? He's a good player.
All I said was Mike Yastrzemski. I mean, you know what happens? It's like one of those things. If you walk by somebody and you call them fat and they're not fat, they look at you crazy. But if they are fat, they want to kill you.
Right.
So, like, the truth hurts. So all I said was Mike Yastrzemski is not. And dude, this is the most measured, real, fair-minded complaint of all time. I said Mike Yastrzemski, in my opinion, is not a starting center fielder on a championship caliber club. Period. No. That's all I said.
He tells you where
he's a good player.
That your Crawford's wife has a little Gary in it, just a little bit.
No, it's Townsend's wife. Because
that's right. Oh yeah,
Mark Townsend.
I don't know how he stayed married all those years, man. I don't think he does that anymore. But he would do talk shows and he would do his wife's impersonation. I would just be like, oh my god. And sure enough, if I was doing a show with him, he'd get like a text message from her. I don't sound like that. That was unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Elliot Ramos up with a man on
Come
first.
On, man. Just
Giants looking. He's 2 for 2 though. He's 2 for 2. He's got 2 singles.
In the
let's go, Elliot Ramos.
In a pure giant way, he gets lots of hits when nobody's on. But
yeah,
get back in the game, man. I'd love a 2-run shot here. Get a little chugging going.
Bassett's an underrated pitcher. He's a good pitcher.
He's been solid forever.
Yeah. He's really been good.
Oh, he just banger, man. Oh.
Get that out of the park. Just he challenged him up above his hands and Ramos just waved at it. End of 5th.
That's brutal.
4-0. Giants have 7 hits and no runs.
The first 2 innings, they had 2 on both of those innings.
Wow.
That's brutal. Yeah, he went hanger, then he went.
So we were talking about the CEO. So nothing's gonna happen.
Oh,
he's just.
I'm sure he's done. He's got to be done. He's got to be done.
There's a picture of some. I saw some picture of some woman, some boys.
Well, he's the CEO. It's $1 billion company. She's the head of HR, so she's definitely gone because she can't be like, you can't now. Remember, you can't dip your pen in the company ink. It's like, well, you did, so she's gone. And then he's got to be gone because it's like the company put out a statement today that's like that doesn't align with, because companies, when this kind of stuff happens, all of a sudden they become holier than thou. So they're like, well, that does not align with our values. It's like, shut up. So I'm sure he's gone. But honestly, because of what we do, I've never seen something catch wildfire like that so fast because everybody could do it. Like Sports Center did a bit on it last night. Like everybody did a bit on it. It's
like in the culture.
Oh my God. And then it went worldwide.
Oh,
and these people did this thing, like you said, this Japanese, I don't know, who's real popular on YouTube did this thing like what you were just talking about. So it was entitled something to the effect of what you do if you're caught at the big screen while you're having an affair. It was like, one was like the Heimlich. The next one was act like you're just doing horseplay. Like there was like 5 scenarios in which that you should do when you're caught in the scenario. It was unreal. Like, and then any
Heimlich, come on.
God, it was so funny.
Heimlich.
It was so funny.
That's
and then, like,
not good. That ain't gonna work.
Oh, it was so good.
Dude, if your chick falls for, I was just doing the Heimlich at the concert, then so she's, funny. Come on. Then you guys deserve each other.
The New York Post had a
Heimlich.
The New York Post headline was Dumbotron. I mean, it was just it was unbelievable. Like, it was unreal. And then anybody who had any kind of talent to put a meme or anything up had, I saw one with like Kyle and Brock. I saw one. I mean, it was just like anybody with anybody. It was just incredible, at one point yesterday when it was at like its peak, seriously, I couldn't go on in my social media where it wasn't like one after the other, after the other, after the other. Like every one of them was that.
Let me ask you this.
Unreal.
How many minutes in a day, honestly, do you doom scroll?
Oh, I think it's the funniest thing ever. Out of a day, sometimes I can't help it. Like I don't, like I'm busy, right?
Of course,
like,
we all can't help it.
I'm like, I'll be busy, and then I'll look up at the clock.
I've watched more people fighting than I've ever watched in my life.
That's what I'm saying. Like a half hour will go by, and I'm like, what just happened? Like I just did like a half hour of that. What am I doing? Like they have you under
it's so addictive.
Well, because what they do is they have a video, and then if you watch one, they line one up that's like that one, and then you're just like, God, how did I just spend a half hour? Because that's what happened is they have that guy and that girl, and they get busted, and then they have all these memes one after the other, and I just couldn't help it. And
it's like finally, it's like I mean, I don't watch like CNN or anything like that, but I'll tell you. I'm catching it on Twitter on all these doom scrolls.
So funny.
I mean, they're just like, you catch some of that stuff, and it's just all back and forth.
Yeah, that was. Ridiculous. I mean, that's one of the funniest things ever. I can't. Could you imagine being one of those people? The guy, the wife, the girl who was cheating, like, oh my God. Plus,
well, then there was another woman there who like obviously knew all the data. She was like the sidekick,
and she knew.
I felt like I was at the Kicking Mule once again. Like I was at the Kicking Mule.
People knew. So we used to. Not that people are going to understand this, but we used to do the Niners pre-post at a place in Danville called the Kicking Mule. It was a bar, and there was some stuff that went down there.
There was more Cougars in that bar than mules. That's for sure.
There was. It was every single.
It should be called the Kicking Cougar.
It should have been. It should have been called the Kicking Cougar. Like there was a lot of stuff going down at that bar, man. A lot of stuff.
Both got fired today.
Well, I know. Oh, did they both get fired? Well, I know they got put on leave. They got paid on leave. I know that they got put on leave. Both of them got put on leave. Now, maybe since we've been on the air, they got fired. I don't know that. Maybe they did get fired, but I know that they got both put on leave. And look, if you're the HR girl, you're not surviving that. I mean, the main role of the HR girl is, hey, you can't dip your pen in the company ink. You understand that, right? Like, so you just did that with the CEO. And then the CEO is like the guy who,
she's working her way to the top.
Yeah, she's done. So yeah, I don't think either of them survives. Plus, that dude.
Well, these small. I'll tell you, these small companies where it's like, hey,
it's a $1 billion company. Like this guy was gonna have a golden parachute.
Oh,
like
it was
this
a big
dude's
company.
life was set. Company. This guy's life was set. Like he's a gray haired guy. He looked like he's about 50-something years old. Like this guy was on easy street at this point of his life. All he had
he's
to
probably
do was,
still. He's probably still on easy street.
Well, he'll get a pay. He'll get a golden parachute probably. But my God, just don't bang the HR girl. Like, dude. Like, oh my God.
Seriously, some guys just can't help it. Put it away, bro.
Yeah, they're power. They got the power of the company, and they're like, yeah, I can do whatever I want.
It's not always powerful people either. It's just like, just people
you're
are
right.
just like, hey, I'm just obsessed.
Jeez.
We got this one from Monty. Monty's like, hey, John and Larry, next game, instead of doing chugs, let's take bong rips. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if the smoke is good for the equipment.
I will say that on Saturday morning, after I wasn't feeling so great, I did go gummy route on Saturday because I had a lot of work to do. Last Saturday, I had a lot of stuff to do. You know, your wife goes out of town.
Are you going head high or body high? I mean, do we know?
I felt good because I wasn't feeling good. I'm like, I got to hit the gummies because you know how when your wife leaves town and she's like, okay, you got to do this and you got to do this. And you're like, oh, I got this honeydew
My wife
list.
refuses to leave town.
What does she think you're going to do? Go to a Coldplay concert or what?
Seriously, she refuses to leave town. She's going to be present every single day of the year, 365. No, she went to went with her sisters to a concert. Who's that country chick who was in Vegas? I forget who it was. Who's a country chick singer? Kind of a big name.
Well, didn't who just went country? Who just from mainstream to country? Is that what she went to go see?
What's her name? Come on, what's a
Country Carter? Didn't she just go see her?
What's a girl singer who would be very popular for women in their 40s?
Man, I don't know. I'm so away from country.
Come on,
Shania. I don't know.
Shania Twain. Shania Twain.
She really? Wow, way to go, PMG. She came up with it. Nice roll, bro.
Jesus.
Nice.
Someone said Carrie Underwood.
Good job, PMG.
Dude, Lainey Wilson. We got some. All right, how many of you? What if I had said, you know what? I was thinking of this random WNBA
that was
player.
A pretty good. That was a pretty good pull right there. Shania's been around forever.
We got Alanis Morissette.
Yeah,
I thought someone was going to say Jewel. Maybe a Jewel in there.
I mean, seriously, I can't tell you country. I can't tell you country.
What's the one concert that you went to in your life that you're like embarrassed to say you went to?
I went to some country concerts, but you know what? The only time you ever go to a concert you're embarrassed about is because you went for a woman. You're like, well, she wants to go.
I mean, we used to go to a bar in Sac called America Live, and it was like 5 different bars, right? And one of them was the country bar, but we would go there at the end. You know what I'm saying? It was like a 1:30 spot because there was a lot of great looking women in the country bar.
Oh my God.
But then I don't want to. I wasn't gonna be one of these assholes sitting there line dancing.
No, I never
doing that.
I've been to country bars.
I'm gonna go hang in the sports bar with my buddies, shooting pool till about 12:40. And then I'm gonna hit some mouthwash. I'm gonna hit the country bar and see if I can, do my.
I love we're having this conversation again. We're keeping you up to date. 4-0, 2 outs, 5th inning. Giants are not doing anything. Tristan Beck is in the game. So, you know what's hilarious? So you asked embarrassing concert. Look at this.
Yeah, look at Tour 18.
But you know who's going to be tough to beat? Barry Manilow is going to be tough to beat. There's a Barry Manilow on the screen. I'm telling you right now, that's going to be really tough to beat. I'm trying to think. I don't think I can.
We got this
that.
one. Look. What does that say? Look at Tover. Look at Tover. He says, Larry, when you first came down KMBR, I remember hearing you in my dad's truck. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Look, this guy says Backstreet Boys at the Sphere.
You know what? No, I got to be honest.
The Sphere looks like I've been to the Sphere. Looks pimping. The Sphere looks awesome.
I saw you two at the Sphere. It is totally worth it, and it ruins you for every other concert that you'll see because you don't even look at the stage. And I saw some highlights from Backstreet Boys. I would totally go see that at the Sphere. I wouldn't see them at a normal concert venue, but I saw at least the opening from the Sphere, and I've been there. And the Sphere, like if you go, you're like, why would I go to a concert anywhere else? Because you never look at the stage because everything around you is so awesome that you don't even look at the stage.
I was dating a girl. I picked her up on a Friday night. She wanted me to take her to dinner and a movie. We were going to go to a concert. She wanted to go to a concert. And I was like, I don't think we can get tickets. Right. And the concert was at the Oakland Coliseum. And it was an 8:00 Madonna concert.
You know what? I wouldn't call that.
I really didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go.
Call it embarrassing, honest.
But I'm sitting there and it was the Truth or Dare tour. I really didn't want to go, but I'm sitting there going, you know what? I'm going to spend, $40 or $50 on dinner because, it was 1990. And I'm going to spend another $30 or $40 on a movie and whatever.
Right.
I'm going to wind up spending.
She wanted dinner, movie, and concert?
No. It was like we were going to go to dinner and a movie in Sac, but she was mad about that. She was mad about going to dinner and a movie. So I was like, am I going to spend like $100 and have my girlfriend be mad? Or I said, you know what? I go, why don't we just do this? Why don't we just drive down to the Coliseum and see if we can buy tickets? Figuring, you know what? If nothing else, it'll be a road trip and, be more fun than just sitting in Sac, going out to dinner and going to a movie. She's like, okay. So we got down there. Anyway, we got the tickets. We wound up in the first row.
Shut
row.
up.
I'm telling you, first row. We were like the last people in the house. We got the tickets for face value, and we're in the first row. Somehow there was extra tickets. Yeah, it was unbelievable. And so I wound up spending $100 or whatever, but it was like
first. You'd rather go to a concert. You can handle.
Madonna put on a pretty good show. I'll say that. She was she had a pretty
row
elaborate
for Madonna. I don't care if
front row for Madonna at the Oakland Coliseum Arena.
Yeah, that ain't bad. Nobody.
1990.
Yeah, nobody.
Like my roommates at the time gave me so much shit about it. It was like, bro, you just went to the Madonna concert. I'm like,
no, she's. I mean, look, whether you like her or not, there's certain acts that you're like, look, she's legend. Yeah, right. I mean, she's just legend.
Yeah,
she's
wacko. If I say the best show you ever went to, this is like, I feel like welcome to Paulie and Tony's channel.
Look, we got a double out of Devers. We're working here. 4-9, 6th inning. Devers just hit a double.
Look at that. Right? Devers hit the outfield wall.
Yeah,
and you know what? That's worth a poll.
Yeah, I know. At some point when you haven't scored, you're like, okay, we're gonna, because this is kind of what we do on the show. When you got something like this and they haven't scored, then what we start going, okay, it doubles a chug, right? Or at least a pull, right? All right.
It's like any guy or any girl as the night goes on, you lower your standards.
Right. Yeah. So for a double, we'll take one.
You think everybody's the prom queen? You think you're going home with Miss North Carolina every freaking night? No. Dimly lit, and you're 6 beers in, you've had a couple of shots.
Lights come on, you better scramble, baby.
She looks good to you, you look good to her.
It'd be amazing.
This is you can learn a lot from this live stream. And by the way, now we have over 1,000 people watching as we're talking about dating. Anyway, one of the best shows I ever went to. Going to Sac State, my buddies are like, "Hey man, Jimmy Cliff is coming to
nice.
Jimmy Cliff is coming to the Radisson." Well, the Radisson was this kind of crappy hotel. Over by Arden Fair Mall. They tore it down. It's off like 161 in this part. It's like kind of, I don't know what part of Sac I would call that. Arden Mall or something. It's over by Arden Fair Mall. It's kind of between Sac State and Arden Fair Mall. Anyways, there's this hotel called the Radisson, and it was a small motel, 2 levels. It was whatever. But they had people would get married there. And they had a really nice outside area, and it was really nice, like lawn and then a pool. And Jimmy Cliff showed up in July, and we got tickets, and it was like 108. It was so freaking hot. And dude, we just got so wasted, and we listened to Jimmy Cliff with all of our friends and all the people we were hanging with. We watched the entire concert in the swimming pool.
No way.
Yes. Because it was like 200 chairs and then lawn seating, and then like it went up again, and then there was a swimming pool. So we could see the stage from the swimming pool. And it was, you're only like 50 feet away, or 50 yards away. You're really pretty close. Yeah. So we hung out in the swimming pool and played catch with the football, listening to Jimmy Cliff sing, Wonderful World, Beautiful People.
How cool is that?
I mean, you name it. I mean, Jimmy Cliff is like, is singing all the Marley hits. He's singing,
and you're in the pool just chilling. That's cool.
Many rivers to cross, and yeah. I mean, Wonderful World, Beautiful People is just one of the greatest songs of all time.
By the way, the Giants
so that concert that was spectacular.
The Giants have the worst luck. So you got Devers on third base with 1 out. All Adames has to do is drive the ball to the outfield. At least you get a run. He lines it right at third base. They get nothing. 2 out, and he's sitting on third still, and no runs. Unbelievable. By the way, Stevie
He's
P
hardly Vince Coleman or Willie McGee.
My God.
The guy needs an inside the park home run to be scored.
He said, we met at Flavortown in Vegas. Get this. Hi, Stevie P. Get this. When the NFL draft was happening, I was in Vegas. And
Flavortown, so where's Flavortown? What is Flavortown?
What hotel is that in? Stevie, help me out.
It's a club?
No, it's just it's Guy Fieri's restaurant, and it's like kind of a sports bar kind of a thing. Yeah. They're really great to me there, and so I had my gear in my backpack. I had all my my gear for the YouTube show in my backpack. And I came down from my room and I asked, it was you, Stevie, right? And I went down there and I go, hey, man, is there anywhere I can broadcast from? I'm doing a draft show for the and he goes, yeah, puts me in this corner. And they gave me food, drink. They had the big TVs, and I did a draft show from Flavortown in Vegas from there, and they set me up all really great. It was really, really cool, and did the show live with all my gear. And I'm like, I just need to be kind of away from people. You know, it was on was it Thursday night or whatever, first round of the draft. It was pretty loud, but they set me up awesome. So hey, thanks, Stevie P. I appreciate it. Yeah, gave me the hat. I still have the hat. I'll go next time I go run and get a beer, I'll go get the hat. Yeah, signed Guy Fieri hat. It's like a trucker hat. And I did the first round of the draft from Flavortown Grill in Vegas. It was killer, man. It was a good time. And Stevie set me up.
By the way, how amazing. Now, granted, it ended with a loss. But how amazing was the week in Vegas for the Super Bowl?
Oh, dude.
I mean, dude, Vegas has got to be like every other Super Bowl. It's got to be in the rotation like on a super regular basis. Jung-Hoo just grounded out 6-0.
God.
Or 6-0 in the sixth.
They
no
cannot
runs
get
there.
a run.
God, they just can't score.
They can't hit with runners in scoring position, man.
But how great was Vegas that week? I mean, it was like we had some amazing nights in Vegas. I mean,
well, think about it, man.
Perfect for the Super Bowl.
I think I've covered been on Radio Row for about 14 Super Bowls. You've been about the same. We have been to New York. We've been to New Orleans. We've been to Arizona. We've been to obviously San Francisco. We've been to about LA a couple of times. I mean, we've been to about everywhere you can be. And Vegas reminds me for big things like that. It reminds me of New Orleans a little bit in that it just sucks it all up. Like it's so good at it because it's done it so many times with conventions. It just sucks it up. You could go to the other side of the strip and you wouldn't even know the Super Bowl was going on. It's just so cool how all the hotels and restaurants and everything, and don't get me wrong, it's busy, but it just is so amazing there that you can do all these different things. And look, I remember leaving on Monday after they lost. We did the Monday show from there, and you're there for 10 days and like you want to go. Like you're ready to go. You're gassed. But it is like you never run out of things to do. They just know how to do conventions, to do big things. Like there's not a lot bigger than the Super Bowl. Vegas handles it like every other day. Like, are you on? We got this. Like, it was not even a big deal. Some of those things, like we did one in Indy. Indy was like, they're so nice to you at the airport. So like, thank you for coming to our shitty town.
It's too cold, right? It's too cold in February.
Even New York. New York is cold. I remember taking cabs.
I don't want to go into the cold.
No, cab drivers were pissed off that we were even there, that we were having to shut down streets. Vegas is perfect, man. I mean, Vegas was awesome. It was so good.
How's Miami?
It's too spread out. You know, the only place you can go because you know where the game is? Oh my God. It's an hour cab ride to the game. And so,
but what about where everybody parties and stays compared to?
It's all spread out. So everybody ends up in South Beach because Miami never closes. So what you do is you go to all these different parties, and then everybody ends up at 3:00 in the morning right on South Beach, and you know everybody. But then where you stay versus then because this is what the media cares about. Hey, where do you stay? And then where's, Radio Row and all that kind of stuff. It's all spread out, kind of like San Francisco. That's the problem in San Francisco. Everything happens in the city. The Radio Row's in the city. The game's in Santa Clara. Where's all the media stuff? That's in, it's New York is like that.
San Francisco's problem is there's literally nothing going on. Like, what would you say after midnight in San Francisco?
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
What's going on? Where's it going on? Where would you, if you could say to somebody, it's 1:00 in the morning and you're in San Francisco, where should you hang? Go home.
That's how LA is. I mean, even though people are like,
what would you
it's
even
LA.
say? There's maybe a club
nothing.
or two in the Mission. Maybe there's like probably a bar or two.
You'd have to have bars. You'd have to know where a party was.
On Chestnut Street. Yeah,
that's how LA was. Is like LA is like San Francisco in that it closes early because of the state. So even in LA, where everyone's like, oh, LA, but where it was okay. So the stadium's in LA, or not in downtown, but where it was so all the parties are in like Manhattan Beach or all these different places, and then everything else is all spread out. Same thing in San Francisco. Nothing's open and nobody's going to bars. So if you didn't know where parties were, you were dead in the water. Whereas Vegas, you go wherever you want. New Orleans, go wherever, like walk into a place and it's a party and it's open 24/7. You know,
I mean, New Orleans is pretty spectacular.
New Orleans and Vegas, I think right now are the best two places to have.
Yeah, New Orleans is pretty nice. Cheers to playing it cool when you are caught in public cheating on your significant other or spouse.
Oh, here, I gotta send you this. You gotta put this up.
I just say this in life, it's like you gotta have a game plan.
Here, I gotta show you this. The picture that everybody, the one picture where they show them right when they're shocked. Here, I'm gonna send you this. You gotta pop this up there. Pop this up there.
They got brother and sister.
They do. And you risked it all for that. Like, no offense, but it's like,
seriously, dude. Seriously.
I mean, year-old, like, respect. But I mean, no,
seriously.
What are you, like, really?
What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro?
Like, you respect her that? But look at the face.
Did you see the wife?
They both know.
Do you have the wife picture?
Oh, she's hot. I don't have a wife picture, but she's
dig it up. It's on.
Attractive.
See if you can find it on Twitter. See if you can.
I will. I'll pick it up. I'll get it.
Pick it up. See if you can find it.
I mean, look at that. They both know it's over. Like they both know. It's over.
This guy traded down and lost it all.
Definitely a down. I've seen the wife.
The wife is smoking. The wife is smoking. And you know the thing. It's like you can tell this guy wants a different flavor.
Like, that's all it is.
It's a different
not even
flavor.
Attractive.
Yeah. What's this? I mean, this is like. This is.
Yeah.
I mean,
like if he did it for like
gray,
a 22-year-old,
there's a lot of Botox potentially. I mean, she's got a good tan. I mean, that's about it.
Yeah.
What, did you guys go to kindergarten together?
I'm not. Again, we're not advocating. It's just that's got to be one of the funniest pictures of all time.
I mean,
they're both
just
like, oh, we are so screwed right now.
Not only that, you took her to a Coldplay concert and spooned. I mean, you're an absolute douche no matter what.
Plus, the whole rest of his life, it's just going to be like, that's all I'm going to be known for. Like, it's your whole life.
This guy's probably got enough cash where he probably, he
doesn't.
Something tells me he's going to be all right. She's probably hitched her train to the right
Here, let me see
boomer or whatever.
Oh, my God. That's the funniest
Fuji
picture.
Says, game is going fast. The sooner the game is over, the sooner Larry can get to his tuna salad dinner.
4-0, sixth inning, 2 out.
I'm actually the more beer I drink, the more that tuna salad's sounding good. I don't know if I can have a heavy dinner at this point. We got this one from Fuge. He says the CEO better get the wife jewelry worth an aircraft carrier. Kind of
like what Kobe did. Remember,
might
Kobe
be
got
void
that,
now
diamond?
If divorce is on the horizon for him.
Yeah, you bring up a pretty good point there. I think Kobe. I can't remember the diamond that he got his wife to stay with him, but it was something. It was like, God, what was it like? 13. It was like a $13 million pink rare diamond or something like that.
How much money do you got to have to make your wife sign a prenup?
Yeah, I don't know that they had. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about a prenup, but yeah, that's a good call right there.
It's one of those things that really changes the flavor of the whole relationship.
How funny that picture is. Picture is so
funny.
It's
awesome. Guy looks like Colin Cowherd.
He does look like Colin. That is so funny, bro. He looks like Colin.
It's a Colin. It looks like Colin Cowherd and his older sister.
It totally does.
If I said, "Hey, I got a picture of Colin Cowherd and his older sister,"
I
showed you that,
where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong. Oh my God!
I'm trying to think of that that there was an actress from the '70s that this lady looks like as well.
She does.
Florence Leachman or something like that, maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. Like again, it doesn't make it right. I'm not advocating cheating on your wife, but like if you're cheating on with a 22-year-old, from the mailroom or something, we're like, yeah, we get it. It's like, dude, oh my God.
We got this one. Look at Tour 18 says $1.99. Thank you. We got this one from Fuji. He says, "How will radio now work when Super Bowl's at Levi's?" Oh, how will Radio Row work? God, could you imagine if it's at the Moscone Center again?
Oh,
it's probably going to be in San Jose. It's going to be at the Santa Clara Convention Center. That's what I would guess.
They should do it there. Yeah, they should do it there.
Let's not make any more, this fake, let's not fake make all these NFL people stay in South of Market in hotels. So Mike Florio can tell the world that San Francisco's a gigantic toilet with drugs and everything. I'm
so sick of that, by the way.
It's like, you know what, it is, but you know what? I can find a horseshit block in New York. I can find a disaster neighborhood in Chicago, Philadelphia, Baltimore. I mean, look at the murder rate in Baltimore is like 5 times the national average. Don't tell me about San Francisco.
Everybody is struggling, man. And it's, like you said, Florio's got this big, thing that he is always ripping.
Well, no, his hotel he stayed at the Marriott Hotel, which is on Mission Street. He walked from Mission Street to the Moscone Center, which is like 2.5 blocks, 3 blocks, and there's a lot of urination sensation going on there. There's a lot of homeless people.
Great call.
There's a lot of people laying around. There's a lot of people smoking grass. There's just that's what he saw, and that's what he wrote about. It's like, bro, go to Napa, go to the North Beach, go to the marina, explore the city a little bit if you're going to make wholesale statements about what it is. And really what he did is he stayed in his freaking hotel because he's nerdy Mike Florio, and he went out there and he went out there and he just crushed San Francisco and said they should never have another Super Bowl, and it's just, but he judged San Francisco off of 2 blocks. And if I judged any city off of 2 blocks, that would be short selling that city.
Dude, we went to New Orleans and took so many. I've been to New Orleans twice for Super Bowls. I took a couple of wrong turns off of Bourbon Street. Believe me.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
You're lucky to be here.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not.
And I'm surprised you're here.
It's not great.
We got Fuji saying, will Buffalo or Nashville or Cleveland or Chicago or Denver
that's a good point,
host the Super Bowl when the new stadiums are built? I thought you were going to ask about WNBA expansion there.
Oh, God.
By the way, since I last saw you, John, I have broken my WNBA maiden.
You have?
I am no longer a WNBA virgin.
Really?
I went to the Mohegan Sun Arena
in
Connecticut to see the 2-win Connecticut Sun, singular,
Didn't they used to be really
lose to the Phoenix Mercury. WNBA action at its finest. Yes, I was there.
I've told you that I thought I was going to climb the ladder and be the next voice of the Utah Jazz. So when they were the Utah Stars, they only lasted 2 years, and then they went to San Antonio. But the Jazz come to me. This is in the 90s. They came to me and said, "Hey, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you took the sideline gig for the Utah Stars."
Bailey with a hit. Sorry.
There you go. And I said, "Okay, I'll take the gig." So I take the gig for the Utah Stars, and this is the first season of the WNBA. There's 500 women in this building. Believe me, the demographic was different. 500 women. They all sat really close to the court. They all catcalled the women on the court, basically hitting on them the entire way. Very, very uncomfortable. I became friends with a couple of the girls. They did not like it whatsoever. Went overseas to play. It was just a totally different deal. So for the WNBA to get to the point where they are now, give them a ton of credit, because when it first started, I was like, give this league 3 to 5 years maybe, because it just was not good. Was not a good demographic. Nobody wanted to be there. It was not good. So I'm shocked that they are where they are. Good for them.
Dude, I saw the future. I feel like I've seen the future. Yeah, because I've seen a couple things this week that I think are the future. Okay. One is this WNBA team plays inside of a casino.
Now, that's pretty smart.
Dude, you want to see the future of sports? Play a basketball,
and you can bet.
baseball.
You can bet within that, right?
Yes, and you can bet on sports. There's a sports book.
Yeah, that's smart.
You can bet on the sports book on the game, and then go to the game. And dude, I'm telling you, it's like 8 whatever the freaking best TV is going right now. Some 8 whatever. What do you call it when it's I don't know what's the most high def TV. It's not 4K. It's like 8K, right?
Yeah.
There's like 8K. Dude, they had an 8K TV that was the greatest TV I've ever seen in my life. And I'm sitting there going, dude, if I lived here, I would be watching Patriots games right here.
No doubt. I'm sure people are, right?
It's an amazing. You have to order seats ahead of time and everything. I think you got to pay. But, dude, it's a casino. It's like a Vegas casino in the middle of Connecticut. And then the Phoenix and the Connecticut Sun play inside. And so and there's all kinds of dude, it's pimped out. We went to like a Chick-fil-A because we got there at 8 before the game because you got all those options. But you can also go after the game and sit down and have there's like 5 different premier steakhouses. And there's all kinds of killer restaurants.
Well,
it's
you're
like
at a
Vegas.
Casino, right? So you go, you got to go high end.
Oh, dude, it's really, really nice. It's like, to me, that's the future. Okay, that was the first future. Okay, the second future I saw was I went to the game. I saw Ohtani looking like Babe Ruth. I mean, that was just unbelievable. Hits the home run, then he turns around and pitches on Saturday. Are you kidding me?
Isn't that nuts?
And then Saturday night, I'm watching the Futures game, and the Mariners have a relief pitcher in the Futures game who throws he's natural right-handed, but throws righty and lefty. He's 96 from the right side.
Modern day Pat Venditti.
He's 92 with a big curveball from the left side. So, dude, that's like that's the future. Some two-armed reliever. You got to be kidding me. It was amazing watching this guy. And then I'll say, I think I saw the future watching the All-Star game. Dude, I kind of think that as a regular season baseball game, there's not a lot on the line. I mean, right? It's 162 games. By the way, 2-1 for Matos in the 7th. If he could hit one out, it'd be 4-3. But I think baseball would be so much better with a live mic. If we could hear the third base coach, if we could hear the manager, if we could hear the infielders, if we could hear the players, it doesn't have to be live. It can be taped mic, But I think baseball should really think long and hard about miking up everybody and having somebody in the control room giving us mic'd up baseball. I think mic'd up baseball is going to bring baseball, and the thoughts and what real baseball is. Like, hey, what are we going to do here? Are we going to go to this? We're going to go to that. I think it would crystallize the game. It would bring the fans into the dugout. It would bring the fans closer to the players. It would bring more personality to the players. It would take a 2-dimensional game and make it 3-dimensional. We're on the verge of bigger, better. Everything's better, high def, this and that. Well, you're there with the audio. We're as high def as we can be. Dude, watching Kershaw go, hey, look.
Great.
Oh, look, he wants a slider. I'm going to throw the curveball. Here's the curve. He wants the curveball. Have a slider? No, he wants the curveball. I'll throw him the curveball. And all of a sudden, he's like it's like the ball's on the way to the plate, and he's like talking to us. I think baseball is just unimportant enough where the live mic could really help. I really think it's interesting. If you had, and think of it this way, you could do it a lot of different ways. You could have a different player mic'd up. You got 9-inning game. You got 9 position players. You could have a different guy mic'd up every inning. Hey, you mic up the whole team. You're going to be live mic for 1 inning. Or you could just mic up everybody at the same time and have some producer deciding what's good. And then don't give us live stuff, but just keep giving us little cuts of live mic. Imagine if all of a sudden everything that happened in the game, we could always hear it. Outfielders converge on a fly ball, and they make the catch. And then 5 seconds, 10 seconds later, you hear Yaz go, hey, bro, I had that the whole time. Did you think I had that? Like that would be riveting. That would make baseball so much juicier than it is right now. And it's totally within their grasp. It's right there. They need to go to the automated strike zone. I think we saw that. There was 4 challenges. They were all right or whatever. But I think baseball's boring. And baseball's you don't get to see it. But I think the future of broadcasting as far as advancements is not in video. I think it's in audio. And it doesn't have to just be baseball.
Right.
Imagine, John, you've been on the sideline for an NFL training camp. A lot of people haven't. When there is a sweep to your side of the field, the sound of that rumbling as it gets closer to you is amazing. And the average fan never feels that, never hears that. I just think the future of sports is going to be in live mic,
well, I think,
or taped live mic.
Right. Well, I think what happens is, and I think they're really missing out on this, is we'll pay extra. You give us more, give us extra. So these
put it on some streaming service. I'll pay more to hear NFL players swear at each other.
Right. I want alternative channels, and actually in NASCAR they do this. They go inside. People will pay for premium channels. I like secondary broadcasts. Now, the Manning, whatever, I don't necessarily need to see.
We're kind of doing it right now.
But yeah, I think alternative channels are really good. I like national championships in college when they have the coaches in there and they're talking about it. I think that's a good thing. Give me some different insight.
Dude, I did an East-West Shrine game where Mac Brown let me call play.
Right.
I was like, Mac,
that's awesome.
Can we get I go, Mac, can we get a flea flicker?
Yeah.
Can we get a flea flicker? And he's like, we actually have a flea flicker in the thing. And he's like, hey, Bobby wants a flea flicker. And all of a sudden he's like, it was like 9 plays later. He's like, they dialed up the flea flicker.
Yeah. No, I think it's good. Look, the All-Star game, they do it. No, they do it on Sunday night. They'll put an outfielder out there and they'll do a position player. I think it'd be hard for a lot of pitchers. I mean, I think it was hard. I think they had Big Dumper in the first inning. He had it. Kershaw's just laid back. He doesn't care. He knows it's an All-Star game. It's his last one. He was having a lot of fun. The Wilsons, when they had it, you had Jack Wilson in there and you had Jacob Wilson. That was a lot of fun. He's talking while his kid is playing shortstop in the All-Star game. Are you kidding me?
They did it in the game against Giants-Dodgers with Chapman while Teoscar Hernandez was batting. I don't know if I liked it in that thing because it seemed intrusive.
Right.
But forget that for a second. That was actually live. I'm talking about taped.
Right. But that's what I mean about a secondary channel is I think that if these people would get as creative as they really need to be, as they're through the 7th inning, Ramos just struck out and they left another runner on base. So again, as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, down 4-0, and they have 10 hits. The Giants have 10 hits, no runs. So they're down 4-0. But
10 hits and no runs.
Dude. They just can't get any runners in scoring position. They just can't get any key hits. But no, you just look, pay extra, and here's what you'll get. You'll get pure action. You'll get better angles. You'll get, like you said, the conversations between players. And, I'd love to hear, people would love to hear a mound visit, things like that. What's going on at the mound? What are they saying? Any of those kind of insights. Look, that's a different revenue.
Anything where you can see the player. Well, anything where you can see the players talking. Let's hear it.
Yeah, just any insight kind of stuff. I'm really surprised they haven't done it because every time I see an alternative broadcast, I'll go there. Now, sometimes what they'll do, and they've tried this with the national championship in college football and stuff. Rest in peace, Bill Walton. But they did one where it was like Bill Walton, Jay Billis. Like, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for those coaches. I'm looking for insight. I'm looking for, you know what I mean? If I don't have, let's say I don't like a certain broadcast team. Like, can we be honest here? And it's not sexist. Jenny Kavanaugh of the A's is got to be the worst broadcaster in the history of baseball. She's atrocious. If I'm an A's fan, and this very rarely happens, she's a reason not to tune in. If I watch A's baseball, I have to mute it. She's awful. And so can I get an alternative broadcast now? The A's, you're not going to do that. But, at the national level, when you have these big games, and if you don't like a certain broadcaster, shouldn't you be able to say, look, I'll even pay a few extra bucks. Give me an alternative broadcast on these bigger games. Give me 3 or 4 broadcasts.
If you watch MLB through the MLB AB at Bat app, at least the one that you used to have, I don't know if they still have it, but you could pick your home, road, radio, television. Right. So you had 4 or 5 different broadcasts. Mm-hmm. Fuji says the only toilet bowl in San Francisco is a certain Catholic high school near Sunset Boulevard in the Sunset District near Rivera Street. Hey, watch it. Watch it, Fuji.
He's always taking shots at you, man.
Always taking shots. You hate us because you ain't us. Fuji Simeon. Don't lie, Larry. You only went to the Michigan casino, the Mohegan Casino, for gambling. WNBA game was just by chance. Cohen wants for that Mets build a casino next to Citi Field. You know what? No, it's like my sister's into it. She likes the WNBA. So I'm like, let's do it. Let's do it.
You can already
it was fine. It was fine.
In-game betting in Vegas. You can do it in Arizona. Like you can do it in certain, like you can do it in Washington, DC. They have it. DC at the Wiz Arena and the Capitals Arena. They've got in-arena betting there.
Isn't there betting? There's a betting kiosk at Wrigley Field, I believe.
Yeah, I haven't seen that, but yeah, I mean, so they've got them. I mean, there's places who do it. I'm all for it, man. You know, I think it's great. You know, California is trying to protect us from ourselves. I understand that. Tom and I, when I was working with Tom,
stop protecting us from ourselves.
I know it's ridiculous. We had a congressman on. God, this is so long ago. I was working with Tom, and we had a congressman on, and we go, come on, why don't we have sports betting in California? All we're doing, depending on where we are, if you're in Northern California, you're just going to Reno. If you're in Southern California, you're going to Vegas. If you're one of the reasons I don't do that's what I mean. It's the perfect thing. Like you can meme this to anything. These people don't realize what they've done. Like they've created the perfect meme, these two. Like, can you imagine if you're those two? Oh my God. The perfect meme. I mean, it's amazing.
I gotta find this guy's actual wife though. The guy really traded. The guy really traded.
Looking.
He really traded down, and
she's much better looking than him, or than that woman is. Yeah, she just, oh my God, terrible. I mean, it's just it's the meme that's going to keep on giving. Maybe it's already has it already taken over for the Jordan meme? Yeah, there she is in the brown, right? That's her right there. Yeah. Yeah,
seriously, really, dude?
Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
I guess he was getting sick of eating steak every night. Like, you know, like
you also got all these good these little guys. You're cheating on everybody.
Screwing on that up.
You're gonna screw that up? Really?
She's gonna get a lot of cash. She's gonna be fine. She's
screwing that up for Cloris Leachman.
Dude, now I can't unsee that. Now that you've mentioned Cloris Leachman, I can't unsee it. Because now I'm thinking about pop up a Cloris Leachman here. We got to for the younger demographic watching tonight. You
got to dig that
up. I'm telling you, man. Here, I'll pull up a Cloris Leachman.
I can't do that. You'll make my computer stall.
Leachman. I'm telling you, you nailed it. She does look like she was like gold. Wasn't she on the? She wasn't on the Golden Girls, but like
she's like old stuff. She's like on black and white TV.
She died in 2001.
Oh yeah, wow.
She looks like Cloris Leachman. I got to find one that looks. I saw one of her, but her hair's kind of funky. I got to get one that kind of looks like her. She does look like Cloris Leachman. Oh man!
Wait, who's in the pen? Somebody named Gage is in the Giants' pen.
Yeah, they just pulled him up. Plus, he's wearing like 93. It's like, dude, going to spring training numbers, huh?
This guy's so like, funny. Look at this. Too much. He traded his Benz for a Kia.
He did.
Dude, you know what it is? Is that the dude just wanted a little strange.
Yeah,
he wanted a little strange. It's like it's kind of sad, dude. It's sad. I'm judging people. Be like, "Oh, Krueg, don't be a hypocrite." No. I'm not a hypocrite. I'll walk the walk. I'm a very faithful, loyal man.
Oh, but, God,
here we go. We got this one. Super 20. We got a chug. Alimony and child support payments part of the divorce. I don't know anything about that. John, can you fill us in?
Oh yeah, she's gonna get out. First of all, she's gonna get a big chunk of pay. She's gonna get a big chunk of money.
Signing bonus?
She's getting a signing bonus. She'll get half of his 401k. He'll try to pay her off. She probably won't go for that. And then she'll get alimony and then child support. Those look like young kids. She's fine.
Look at this one. Hanukkah hit Taki. Come on, Krug. The other does him dirty. The wife is a dead fish. Oh God. Yeah, does him dirty. This is a family show. By the way, PMG community property. Who got this one from Dom Peralta? Bottom of the pint.
Hey, what's going on?
Bottom of the pint. We're going bottom of the barrel with some of these topics.
I know. I'm sorry, but this one's just too good. Okay. Oh man, that one. Here, hold on a minute. Let's see.
It is great to get things that are trending.
Oh, this thing's like the biggest thing ever. My wife was traveling yesterday. I go, did you see this thing with the CEO at the Coldplay concert? She's like, no. I'm like, no. What do you mean, no? I'm like, what were you asleep for 24 hours?
Some people even have a better version of the picture. Look at this picture.
Let me see. Here, I got another picture for you. Oh, that is so fun. Look at their face. Oh my God. They're just like, like they both know it's over. Like, I'm not talking about their relationship. I'm talking about like their life. Like they're screwed and they know it.
It's like right they look like brother and sister.
They totally
do. That's brother and sister.
Leachman, dude. You just nailed it.
That is cool.
Here, let me get. I think I got a Cloris Leachman here. I just
bro thinks he's like smooth dogging,
and he's just like, oh,
this guy's hating life.
He is. I mean, he knows it right there. He's just like. Plus, the thing that was funny was if you have the video, Chris
can't make money on this either.
Chris Martin, like the lead singer, is like, either they. What he said something like, either they are having an affair, or they're very shy because they. I mean, he said it right away. He was kind of joking, but it was like, oh, I guess
somebody says that Fuji's donating so much money to the live stream. Says Larry has pictures of Fuji cheating on his lady. No idea.
Oh,
it's not true. Fuji's donating because of Fuji's just a good man who's into the show.
I gotta find
this. She was hot back in the 50s.
Oh wow!
That sounds like a Rodney Dangerfield line. You were something else before electricity. I mean, come on.
I got something for you here. I just popped it up there. This is what Larry's talking about. There's your Cloris Leachman for you. I found one for you. See, that's what she looks like. She looks just like that.
I mean, that's a pretty good call. That's a pretty good poll, right?
Dude, you nailed it.
Yeah,
you nailed
seriously. It. I mean, that was.
I mean, that's her probably in the 70s.
She was good. She was rocking right back then.
She died in about 2000. So I mean, you know, that's a good.
This is Cloris Leachman 10 years before this woman.
Right.
Right.
So I mean, you know, she's not bad. But yeah, you nailed it right there.
Yeah,
she's not bad.
I'm a scout. I'm a scout to the very end.
Slump buster.
I'm a scout to the very end. Slump buster. Do you remember when Grace talked about the slump buster in the interview with Rome?
Yeah.
Did he went on Jim Rome on nationwide radio and talked about the slump buster?
Basically, that if you're in a slump, you had to
have
fall on a grenade. Basically.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
What do we got? Oh, Devers is up. Sorry, it's a 6-0 game, and we're doing the best we can here.
Alligator Alcatraz says, "Dude, that's my mom." Stop.
Dude, that's my mom.
Stop. Just stop. Just stop. That ain't right. That ain't right.
They still haven't scored. Oh, we're at 20. Oh, yeah. You said we hit 20.
It's time for us to throw them down.
Jeez.
And once again, another bottom of the pint where the Giants have no runs.
What's going on?
Come on, Giants. Can I get a single freaking run?
My God. Last week we had 8.
My God.
We had 8 last week. I mean, my God. It was
crazy.
Even here. And I was by myself, man. I know. Tim is Tim's acting like it's my fault, man. I know, bro. Killing me here. Killing me. All right. Oh, look at you. Krueg's after it. All right. Here we go.
I won't throw it all down. I still want to fill this up.
All right. I'll have to leave at some point. I threw mine down that I had.
I'm liking that. I'm liking the hazy.
Oh, those are so good.
It's a great call, a good one. I like this one, Alligator Alcatraz. I don't like baseball. I just come to drink.
No, last week that's all we did. They had 8 runs and we had like 55 supers. It was just like boom, 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 like one after
49er faithful. You need to be drunk to watch the Giants. Dom Peralta, Lund, you were a champ last Friday.
Yeah, it was. We got after it hard,
dude. If I knew you were going, I didn't catch that till the game was over. I was already walking out.
I go.
I would have connected from the outfield wall.
You go. I'm at the game. I was like, yeah, I know you're at the game. I was going to see if you wanted to be like, give us a first-hand experience.
Oh, I should have.
But that was a great game last week.
That was a great game.
That was incredible.
Dude,
Except
it was
for the
an
fact
incredible
that
game.
They jump out 6-0 and we're like, oh, they're gonna cruise. And so we did the same thing we were doing tonight. Yeah, we're just like hanging out. They're winning, no big deal. We start talking about other things. All of a sudden, we're like, wait a minute, man. It's like it's tied. Like what in the hell? That was crazy, man.
Fuji says actually I had a bet on the SI Wildcats, and the punishment is to pay it off to that Wildcat alum, the old white guy, Larry, cautionary tale of gambling. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it was a cautionary tale.
It is a cautionary tale. It always is.
We have this one from 49er Faithful. Next week's Bottom of the Pint, we'll have Buster join.
You know, we should get in here, man. We got to get you rearranged your room. No, I did not rearrange my room. Yeah, it still looks like I'm in an insane asylum. You know, we might be able to, you know who would come in here, and he's a beer guy. He'd suck down a bunch of beers. He owns a brewery, is a AFL. We got an AFL, man. Jump in here even for a few minutes.
Dude,
I've had a brewery.
Dude, I've had some people reach out from Sam's and Tiburon, suggest they'd like to maybe sponsor.
Oh,
how sweet would this be if we did this on the patio at Sam's? And
Bro, we'd take it on the road, man. Let's get the gear, take it on the road, get some TVs. You know what I did last week?
You think it was good at the Kick and Mule? The Kick and Mule's the Kick and Mule's an old folks' home for hags compared to Sam's and Tiburon.
Oh, I know what Dom is talking about. So you know what I did last week? YouTube didn't like this whatsoever. So I decided last week that I would point my camera. I moved my TV over and I pointed my camera because I was going to try to snag this thing and put like off to the side a little bit, the Comcast feed, and Comcast didn't like that. So every time I would get the box in the corner, so I'd get it all set up and it was going, and Comcast like, no. And so they would cut the feed. And so I thought, okay, I'll just move my TV. So I got a second camera and I pointed it at my TV. And so the whole show, they had the game on my screen. And then, of course, what do you think YouTube did? They're like, no, get that down. So,
right.
Like the next morning, I had this big red alert, pull it down. Because I literally had the game behind me on my TV the whole show.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, pull it down.
Yeah, no, they're on it.
Yeah, they didn't dig it. They did not dig that whatsoever. I'm like, okay.
Somebody's like, I knew they were going to get you, Lund.
Yeah, they did. They literally the next morning, they're like, yeah, if you don't pull that down. But yeah, then Comcast did the same thing or whatever they call it now. So I had that, and I beforehand, before the show, I had it all rigged and everything. And then they were like, no. And so, yeah, and then I thought, well, I'll just put my TV behind them and act like I'm a dummy. And so I did it the whole show. And they're like, yeah, you need to cut out this part, this part, this part. I said, no, I'll just delete the whole thing. So anyway.
What was I going to say? But there's a couple other. What do you think of the Collins signing, kind of breaking the logjam? The Niners paid Alfred Collins 88% of his contracts fully
got a
guaranteed.
Bunch of people today got the whole thing, though. The Seahawks, that safety out of Carolina, like a bunch of guys signed today and they got the 100. The danger in that is, okay, so the second rounders, most of them get it. Now next year, the third rounders are going to want to get it. Yeah, like you said, I think they paid him 9 out of 10.3. I think that's what it was with Collins. All I know, man, and you know this too, and we're going to talk about it next week when we go down there, you and I and a bunch of people, they need him. I mean, he's got to start. And their philosophy this year is they got big guys inside. They got West in there. They got Elliott in there. Clearly, what the 49ers want to do with their interior defensive lineman is, A, stop the run, and B, you guys just push the pocket. You collapse the pocket, and our guys coming from the wide 9 are going to meet at the quarterback. That's what they want to do. They're sick and tired of getting pushed around inside and not stopping the run, and they want to stop the run with big guys inside, and they're going to rotate Elliott, West, and Collins, and then in the pass rush downs, they're going to move Williams inside. They're going to put Huff on the NASCAR package with Bosa, and then I don't know, what do you think they're going to do for a NASCAR defensive tackle? Maybe Givens or somebody who can get in there and rush the passer, but they're going big guys. First and second down, they're going with big monster guys who can stop the run and push the pocket.
Man, if it was up to me, I'd trade for Shamar Stewart and put Shamar Stewart and Mikael Williams inside on third downs with Huff and Bosa outside and just kill people. Here's my guy Demo. Let's see what he had to say.
It's gonna be nothing but insane, I'm alright. I know she only love me cause my name ain't right. She told me to the streets, I heard us far to the side. But I ain't for betrayal, protected by these angels. Them is fuck keep falling for these bitches that ain't faithful. If you ever did a nigga wrong, I still don't hate you. Imagine when you need me, but can't name a time you came through. Niggas I split and kill.
So he's back. He's already back.
I love that guy.
One of the biggest things too that's not talked about is, what Seattle does is Seattle puts 2 big corners outside and they put Weatherspoon inside. I would have loved it if the Niners would have got a big outside corner and put Demo inside and used him like Seattle does Witherspoon, blitz him a lot and be real aggressive. So now he's going to have to play outside and Upton Stout on the inside. I hope Stout's really good because I think like Seattle uses Witherspoon inside. I would have rather have seen Demo be inside than outside. But now Demo's going to be almost an outside only because Upton Stout's 5'8", 180. He's not playing outside. So if you pick a third-round corner, he's got it, right? Upton Stout should start. Trey Brown's going to get hurt. So Upton Stout's got to start, right? And that means Demo's an outside-only corner?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the plan. That's the plan. I mean, I think they're still looking for a corner. I mean, they were interested in Damon Arnett, and he had all kinds of problems off the field. So that tells me they're real interested in a corner. It's interesting. Today I was looking at wide receivers, with the JJ stuff and who could be out there. And, two names that are interesting. One is Isaiah Bond, who was not drafted and wasn't signed as an undrafted free agent. And guess who signed him today?
Who?
Guess who signed Isaiah Bond today? The Chargers.
I was just going to say, probably a good team.
Yeah. Well,
why did that take so long? What was wrong with him?
Well, he had some kind of assault. An assault charge.
Got you.
The other guy who's out there who also has an assault charge, and I'm looking at the receivers, and I'm like, you know what? If I were the Niners, I would sign this guy, but he's got to be clean of these charges, is Kadarius Toney. Kadarius Toney is an outstanding return man, and he is electric. I mean, he is really, really talented, and he's not old. He's like 26. But he runs a little hot. He's had some problems. He has some kind of
a million passes.
Well, and he's got some kind of assault charge right now going against him. So that's got to be all cleared up.
He's a weird guy.
Yeah, he's a weird guy, but he's talented, man. They called him the human joystick at Florida. He's a first-round pick by the Giants. I mean, this guy can play. This guy's played some good ball for the Chiefs at times, but he played last year with the Browns. They cut him in December. He's out there, though. I'm looking at the receivers that are out there. If you want to go with a big-time receiver, he's probably the best talent that's out there that's also young. Keenan Allen's out there, right. Amari Cooper, but they're older.
Is Amari just asking for too much money? Because the thing that's
he had a terrible year in Buffalo. He was awful last year.
But the thing is like he came in the middle of the year. Like if you said to me, who's going to catch more balls next year, Amari Cooper or Juwan Jennings? Amari could catch 70 balls. I mean, it's if he had a training camp and everything else. It's not like he's 35. I mean, Amari could go out and catch 70 balls for 1,000 yards and 6 touchdowns, and it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I guess I'm surprised that somebody hasn't picked him up for a decent, for an average number for a year. He must be asking for too much, or his agent is saying to him, just wait, there's going to be an injury, which there probably will be, and therefore he'll get more money. But given how desperate the 49ers should be at the position, like you said, I mean, and again, you're not missing anything. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Giants are down 4-0. If you just joined us to the Blue Jays, numerous opportunities for runners in scoring position, but they've blown it. So we're talking a little Niners ahead of camp. But
if you want to know the most exciting part of the show thus far, here I got it for you right now. There you go.
No doubt. In fact, you know what? If we could do a meme right now, the top would be Giants and the bottom would be 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Like that's what the meme would be.
No, it would be like, you know what? I would like to retweet this and be like, hey, Giants, this guy's way better than you. At least he can score. At least he can score.
Giants 0 for 9 runners in scoring position, because that's what it is. But I mean, as desperate as they should be at wide receiver with unknown Ayuk, with I don't know about the thing with Pearsall today scares you, not because again people erroneously said that he was going to miss the first 4 games. He's not, but the fact that they have to put him on PUP is not a great sign. And now Juwan's going ha ha ha, like this ain't good, man. This ain't good. And look, I can't give Cowing any credit. He hasn't done anything. We'll see. I saw Jordan Watkins run around in shorts. That's fine. But, man, I mean, if you look at the just wide receiver position right now with Ayuk out and Jennings doing what he's doing, holding out, holding in, whatever. By the way, I wouldn't let Jennings hold in. Like, I learned my lesson last year with Ayuk. I don't want anybody holding in. You're either going to be on the field and you're going to be working out, or you're going to be at home and we're going to be finding you $50,000 a day. You decide. Because we had it hold in last year and it didn't work out. So you decide. Hold in is
is a gutless holdout.
F that. Like I'm telling Juwan Jennings camp right now, you're either going to work out, you're not going to sit in meetings and not get fined. You're either going to be here and doing 100% of the things, or you can stay home. Because we found out
it's risking nothing. You're a holdout,
exactly.
at least you're
risk.
Risking something.
Right,
and a hold in, you're risking nothing.
Yeah. And what happens is that you're on the field like fist bumping Kyle, and all of us are going, what the hell's going on? And we're reporting stuff, and it becomes a mess. So you're either here or you're not. You know, I mean, life is about not making mistakes. It's about learning from mistakes. So look, you had Ayuk doing a hold in. That was a disaster. So I'm telling his camp, either you're going to be here and doing 100% of the things and we'll work with you, or you're just not coming. And then we're going to fine you $50,000 a day. You let us know. But honestly, is there any wide receiver group in the league that is worse than this group, given what's going on right now? Like Pearsall on PUP, Ayuk on PUP, Jennings, holding out, holding in, being pissed, whatever you want to call his contract situation. Like, that's not great. And it's not great, man.
No. We got this
rally chug.
Fuji, Larry and John. Is it time for a late rally chug? It possibly could be.
I'm not against it. I
need to see a little. I need to see a little momentum first.
Okay.
I need some step in the right direction before I'm gonna.
All right, I'm gonna go grab another beer because I had 4 when I started, and it's pathetic. But the fact that we're in the 9th inning and I've drank 4 beers.
I know.
He's
really like chug a beer with all caps.
I might do that.
Pissed.
Just because, you know what? I might do a rally beer here. Hang on. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
There you go. Let's see. We got another one. Let's make sure we didn't get this one. I don't think we got this one. Alimony and child support payments part of the divorce? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Fuji. Fuji said, actually, I lost a bet to an SI Wildcat, and the punishment is to pay it off to that Wildcat alum, the old white guy, Larry. Okay, we read that. We got that one. If the Bengals don't sign Stewart, just a lost pick, yep. They get till August 5th. And I would go after him. Why not? He'd be a great Niner. And get him for cheap. Fuji Simeon. Larry and John, is it time for a late rally chug? It could be. Fuji wants to know about the late rally chug. I won't chug until I see some momentum. And somebody just got blown away with 97. Schmidt just got blown away.
God, my neighbor is barbecuing and it's wafting into my yard. I can see and smell the smoke, and I'm so jealous. He's got steaks going.
What can you tell?
It smells like steaks, and I'm going to jump the yard, especially if the and it looks bad, especially if the Giants. There we go. Are not going to do anything here.
What's the best steak cut to Q?
Boy, to barbecue. See, if I was at a restaurant, I always go with a filet. Can't miss. But like, if you're barbecuing at home, ribeye, New York, something like,
yeah,
filet's no fun to barbecue. Something with meaty, big bone.
New York's are good. They slice them nicely.
Oh, so good. Or you do like some tri-tip. I love doing like a tri-tip. Tri-tip is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck. 49ers faithful, you hit me. Tri-tip. Look at John Joseph tri-tip. Yeah, tri-tip's nice.
Yeah, tri-tip's good. It can be. You got to make sure it's tender though.
Yeah,
you got to cook it.
Tri-tip takes a minute. Like I do tri-tip on the smoker.
Yeah,
my tri-tip I do for a while. You got to
do it. My wife has done tri-tip at times in the oven, and I wasn't like a big fan of it, but it's so tender.
It's
way more tender in the oven than if you queue it. If you queue
I do a tri-tip, and
I like to slice it real thin, maybe.
Yeah, what I'll do with a tri-tip is I'll char it on both sides real quick, and then I'll put it on the smoker at about 225 for a few hours. Get it real, like you said, real tender but pink inside. Good night. Yeah, I can seriously. I wish I could move my camera. It's like wafting into my yard. I'm gonna jump the fence. But they got a nasty dog over there. Might be worth it, though.
What kind of dog?
He sounds nasty. I've never seen it, but my dog just freaks out and runs the yard and after it all the time. And I hate to tell it, like, you're never gonna get that dog, right? Like you're never. But
my dog chases squirrels, thinking she's got a shot. I'm like, dude, you're undefeated.
It's been years.
Like
Richie What's so great? It's like it's been years. It's like, man, whatever. You're never gonna get it.
The Richie Kotite Eagles or something. You can't win. There's no shot. True, man. No shot. Right down the middle, Bailey.
God.
Bailey's just overmatched.
Yeah, it's so brutal, man.
At least he's better as a lefty.
I cannot believe if this happens. I cannot believe that we're gonna do a shutout.
A shutout bottom of the pint.
Shutout bottom of the pint, man. Well,
the ump wanted to ring him up.
Yeah,
didn't want to ring him up on the pitch off the corner.
I'll say that if we do a shutout bottom of the pint, we will definitely chug before we get out of here.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, gotta do it, man.
The Giants may let you down, but we won't.
Yeah, we won't. But I mean, it could not be more different than last week. Like I said, we had eight last week. Eight.
All kinds of offense last week. Last week,
8 runs last week.
Last week was one of the best games of the year. Friday night against Dodgers was a great game.
People are pissed about. See, we're getting a lot of Verlander hate here. People were pissed. But the offense. I mean, look, Verlander was not great tonight.
You can't hate on Verlander.
Right, they didn't score.
They didn't get any runs at all. They cannot hit. It's like watching soccer.
Yeah, 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position tonight. And it was early. I mean, first 2 innings, they had opportunities and hit into double plays in the first and second inning. Killed them.
Oh, my God.
That
was the worst swing of all time.
I mean, that's saying something, man.
What the heck was that?
Plus, look at the players that runners in scoring position. Chapman 0 for 3, Devers 0 for 1, Ramos 0 for 1. You know, I mean, these are the guys. You know, you're paying these guys, man. You have the right guys up.
When the Giants come to town, it's bye Burrell.
Might be time, man. But you know what? The thing is that Buster probably loves them, right? They're on the 2010 World Series team together. Like Buster's sitting there going, "God, I love the guy," but it's like, man, you can't do that. By the way, Verlander did suck. I'll give it to you. 2 2/3, 9 hits, 4 earned.
Well, he's winless in 16 starts.
He's gonna be 0-8 now. Oof.
No wins in 16 starts.
I mean, there's been some where he's deserved better, but not tonight. He was atrocious.
We got the Tacky saying Buster did DFA Wade. He didn't win a World Series with Wade.
No, it was just 21. He was really good, but and they were teammates in 21. So that's what he's saying. I get it. But, he won a World Series with Burrell. I'm sure he loves him and, he wants to show support. But the thing is it's not Burrell's fault, but it's like he's the voice to these guys. And you brought up Barry's name. And I'm sure, Buster could go to Barry as one of the few people and say, look, man, I know you don't want to do this long term, but just can you pop on the uniform for the rest of the year and just help us out? Because, everyone saw the immense respect he had when Devers got here. Like, Devers is like, he's like bowing down to Bonds, So if Devers does that, imagine what the rest of the guys think of him. Like, he's a god to these guys. So just a different voice in their ear, something. Because then what they're doing, like, seriously, like right now, how could you look at Pat Burrell? You just got shut out to start the second half. What do you say? Like, hey, Pat,
you just had this long break and you came back and you couldn't muster a single run.
And you got hits. You got guys on base. You got hits tonight. Dude, they got 11 hits. They have 11 hits. They score no runs. They got to change their mindset, man, with runners in scoring position. Like, it's something's not happening. So that's bad, man.
I think I've got something funny to show you here. I think I got another funny video to show. Wait a second. Oh yeah,
do we have one?
Yeah, look at this. This is pretty good. Kiss cam in Philly tonight.
Oh, everybody just crushed this, man.
Kiss cam. Wait a second. I gotta get rid of this. I hit the wrong button.
Fuji, that's outstanding.
Kiss cam in Philly tonight. Here we go. Share screen.
No way, magic wand, dude. No doubt. Oh, this is so good. They're playing. No way. They're playing Coldplay.
Look at this.
Oh my God, that's so good. That is so
This is my wife.
This is my wife. Oh my God, it's amazing. Like, seriously, I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this that just went so viral across every genre. Oh my God.
Oh, dude,
that is incredible.
Is that
seriously,
incredible?
I don't know if I've ever seen anything just go this viral. Every age, every race, every genre, everybody. Like, it's just killing these people. It's not just sports, it's everybody. Like, oh my God.
Fuji says, at least you both aren't the astronomer CEO right now.
Dude, that is so amazing. Like, seriously, where did that guy go last night? Like, did he call his wife? Like, imagine that guy. So he becomes huge on the internet, whatever. What does he do? Like, does he call his wife? She's like, dude, I've already had the locks changed. Go to whatever hotel. Like, I mean, seriously, on the fly. Like, so he dives down. Okay, the concert keeps going. Like, what do you do at that point, man? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Airbnb. I don't know.
Right away, you're like, okay, I guess I gotta go get an Airbnb in the middle of the night.
What would you do? What would you do?
Seriously, you're not going home. Like, you're just like, I can't go home.
Maybe he's got like an in-law unit.
Yeah, you're right. He probably does. Oh my God.
Right? Come on. There's all kinds of people who hate each other that are living with each other.
That's a good point. With my first wife, I lived downstairs and she lived upstairs because we were upside down on a house.
Really?
We hated each other. Oh yeah. And I was doing a morning show at the time. George was like just barely
different
able to talk.
units of the same house or the same
No,
house?
just I lived downstairs. It was 2 levels. I lived down, she lived up, and George went, "Why don't you sleep with mommy?" And I said, "Well, I get up at," because I did. I get up at 3:30 in the morning and it wakes up mommy, and so I just sleep downstairs. And, he was 3 years old. But yeah, we were upside down on the house. We didn't want to sell it at that point. And early, remember like 2008 or whatever, the housing market went crazy.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, California. We our house probably lost $100,000 in value. It took a couple years.
And so I just was like, yeah, daddy sleeps downstairs. Mommy sleeps upstairs. We had times to be in the kitchen. But it helped because seriously, I was out of the house by 4:45 in the morning, and I got back at noon and she was at work she was at work. And so then when she did come home at 6 o'clock, I was, then I would hole up in my room and then I was gone by, so it actually worked out fine till we could sell the house, but yeah, I've been there, done that.
Okay.
A lot of fun. Enjoyable time. Great, great time. All right.
Kittle's supposed to be putting in a lot of work. Coach Yak has Kittle putting in a bunch of work.
Doesn't that always crack you up? Like, people will post things of guys working out, and it's like posting a picture of you and I like doing work, like prepping for a show. It's like, that's what he does for a living. People know that, right? Like, that's what he does for a living. He's a football player. What's he supposed to do?
Is that him? That wasn't even him, was it?
I don't think
so. Somebody else.
But like, what's he supposed to do? Like, be sitting around eating bonbons? Like, that's what he does for a living. So
he's a football player. He's getting ready.
He's a football player.
He's getting ready. Training camp around the corner. All right.
Like Russell Wilson would always do that. Russell Wilson would video all these workouts and shit. And it's like, dude, you're a quarterback of a football team. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You don't get extra credit for it. Congratulations. Nice job.
We got this one next Friday, the Mets at home. We could be up for that.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll do it. It's just, it can't be that bad, right? I may have to do what you did. I may have to go to the game because that'd be a good one right there, man.
Yeah, seriously, it's fun to go to a game. I mean, it's expensive though. It's definitely expensive entertainment.
That's a good looking.
I was looking around.
I was going to say that he outkicked his coverage, but that's a good looking guy. That's a good looking couple right there.
What's that?
That's a good looking couple on the screen there. It's a good looking couple. I was going to say he outkicked his coverage, but no, he didn't. It's a good looking couple there.
There you go.
Very nice.
There you go.
But yeah, next Friday.
It's probably a magazine cutout. It's probably not
but that's a big game. Again, they Toronto is the best team in their division. This goes after, you just played the Dodgers, you got a tough schedule coming up, man.
Don Peralta, can we do a live bottom of the pint at the game? Yeah, maybe we could ask Larry. Hey, Larry, can we get an extra suite for John Lund and I? We'd like to do a bottom of the pint.
They should. They're promoting them.
If they thought we were going to sell beers at that place, beers are expensive.
Oh, no. Yeah, they'd say, yeah, you want to buy, did you just say you wanted to buy a suite? Yeah, you can.
You want to buy a suite?
Yeah, did you just say you want to buy
110 grand.
Exactly. They would allow us to buy a suite. They'd have no problem with that selling us.
What do you think a suite would run us?
Oh, God. What do those suites cost?
I bet you they cost like $5,000.
Yeah. They're probably not that bad, to be honest.
Probably not too much.
I just remember it was a regular thing that I would do. We would get done with the show, like a lot of times during the week, like day game, go up there, see how many clients were up there. If there's not too many, we could pocket a few beers and a couple of dogs, save ourselves a few bucks, and then we'd go.
Tacky. Larry, just charge the suite to KMBR. What are they going to do? Fire you for the 8th time?
Wow. That is unnecessary.
That was unnecessary. It's really been more like, it's been more like 4. All right.
At least they bring you back. Bring you back. We
were talking about stringent rules, and I said, hey, do you think if we really had stringent rules, I wouldn't be sitting here right now?
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. We got this one from Don Peralta. It's $15,000 for the legacy.
Wow.
50 people. 5,000 to 6,000.
Okay, 5 to 6
is
standard. Yeah, I think the KMBR one was a standard. We had one. We had a massive one at the Niners, and they kicked that down to a standard. And I think, we have a standard one.
Tacky's like, love you, Krueg. Jacob Gordon. That's the nature of the beast in radio.
Yeah,
it's okay. Doubt. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. I'm not that sensitive. If I was that sensitive, I would be a plumber. I'd go I'd go do something.
I mean, by this point, we've all grown rhinoceros skin after X amount of years.
Yeah.
In the biz.
You know what? It's so funny. When I started in radio in 1995, an old radio guy at the time said to me, you haven't made it in radio till you've been fired. And I said, oh, well, I won't. I'll never be fired. And he goes, no, yeah, you will. And I go, no, I'll never be fired. I'll never be fired. I work hard. I show up early. I work, I show up on time. I won't be fired. He's like, no, you will. You will.
Because the bean counter goes, cut.
Yeah.
They base it on numbers, money.
Yeah. But then I insisted, no, I'll never be fired. But it's just, it's a tough biz. What's one more of getting fired by KMBR to you at this point? LOL.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. What the heck? I have built up a resilience. There's a resilience to the whole thing. That is going to do it for us. I've got to go run to my.
Let us know, please. I got
a tuna salad.
Yeah, I'm not the only one here
with a little balsamic vinaigrette coming my way.
I'm not the only one.
I'm going to eat by myself. My wife's already sleeping, probably.
Oh, it's early. All right. Should I do one more for the road? One more for the road?
Yeah, no, we'll slam.
Let's slam one for the road.
We'll slam as the show ends.
Man, what a bummer, man. What a bummer.
Thanks to Pig and a Pickle. Thanks to all Sharp Corner Sports Cars and Collectibles. Thanks to Claudaddy Arcades. John, thank anybody you need.
Just make sure you hit us up over at John Lund Unleashed, if you would. That would be very nice. On YouTube, same bat channel, John Lund Unleashed, if you would.
John, bottoms up.
Always a good time. Thanks to everybody for hanging out tonight. We really appreciate it, as always.
Thanks, everybody. Peace.
Yeah, never met a man I've been scared of. Careful, you gon' get exactly what you asked for. Here for whatever you bring me, getting handled. I answer to no one, I don't need to hassle. Yeah.